There was a family, low-key more famous than the Joestar fam, the Pelserad family, mysterious, sinister, alchemy-obsessed psychos. They chased immortality, cracking the universe's code via wild experiments. They dropped terrifying biomechanical disasters, plague dragons, a Stranger Things monster, and a mind-sucking mosquito that had starved if it tried me. But 300 years ago, the family fell off hard. Only one dude remained, Esso, their most OP descendant, the goat Alchemist. He swore to cook up the perfect bioweapon to clap gods and restore the family's clout.
Esso's now fronting a greenlit vial. He's crafting Final Calamity, the ultimate bioweapon, a 3K-year family promise. It's almost done. He clocks his assistant, this massive rat, like, yo, final steps are near. He keeps dropping instructions to finish Final Calamity.
Rabies-ridden Mr. Splinter tells Asso to ditch the filthy rat talk. He's Cheese, Asso's assistant, by the way. Cheese drains the vial's fluid, clocking the subject's heartbeat and vitals. Then he pumps it full of black sulfur and materials for the perfect bioweapon. Prep's done, Asso grins. Final step, drain the radioactive goo, Final Calamity. Cheese pulls the lever. Mist envelops the whole experimental zone.
His bioweapon is almost chef's kiss. Done. He'll finally wreck the world, proving his fam is the GOAT. He eyes the Final Calamity blueprints. Straight up nightmare fuel. Spiny could unalive anyone with a flick. Too bad he's clueless. His experiment is about to go so wrong.
Prusto's hyped to see its terrifying form, ready to conquer. Mist clears, revealing not a nightmare, but my wet dream. A 10-10 blonde babe, marshmallows bigger than Izo's head. He can't believe his eyes. Instead of Final Calamity, he's met Final Degeneracy. Looks like he accidentally used sugar, spice, and everything nice to create this perfect little calamity. Cheese tells Izo not to stress. They'll check its biosafety. Izo leans in, stroking his chin. What if Final Calamity is in a female disguise? Women are like peak chaos, and every woman is a calamity. He also figures those big marshmallows are energy sacs, storing enough power to yeet the whole world.
Our boy naturally had to touch, but the softness, bro, it was mind-blowing. No cap, this ain't no basic human. So he runs more tests, head on her massive rack, checking her eye for the Emerald Empress's sad one, and for that 24/7 mechanical heart. Suddenly the vibe shifts. Cheese warns Iso, watch out.
Iso's instantly shook, pinned by Blondie. Damn, that should have been me. I'd die for our boy. Cheese apologizes, promising to inherit the fam's legacy. He's already prepped his eulogy if Iso gets clapped by his own tech, calling him a tragic 15-year-old virgin.
Evil to the bitter end. Izo goes off on the rat. Mind your biz, noob. Turns out Final Calamity's just vibing. Massive cake on Creator's lap. Smart move adding his soul extract so she'd never turn. Cheese scratches his chin.
He's not sure. Izo gave him soul extract for Final Calamity, but this airhead chugged it, mistaking it for wine. Izo tells Final Calamity to bounce, but she just stares, emerald-eyed. Bro accidentally made Final Freakiness instead of Calamity. She licks his face. Izo's face beat red. Something's rising, and it's not the shield hero.
He yeets her away, chilling his urges, grabs a purification spray. Containers are for later. Esso's going ham with disinfectant, his brain cells finally connecting. Even Master Splinter's low-key curious what Esso's digging for. Esso scrolling through old records, checking out the finer calamities.
An experiment. Purple-haired girl, bio-base for the Final Calamity. Cheese rescued her years ago. Same girl, armless, legless, almost at the door. Hair was purple, now blonde? That's sus.
ECO checks his docs, blonde hair, maybe she's secretly OP like a Super Saiyan or Android 18, but her vibe, big issue. He recalls an epic heist a year back, Biobomb for mass KO. As folks passed out, they were mid-P, ready to open the door once all were down. Masked up, they hit the bank with serious style. When a mom and kid begged Cheese, he snatched the kids' candy, licking it non-stop, making them cry. Pure villain energy. He blasted the vault door with a lava gun, clearing rubble with an explosive. Finally, a mountain of cash.
Tonight, they're feasting. Fist bumping, they bounced from the bank, celebrating their major W. Esso's pockets and bag were stacked. Cheese, boombox in hand, licked a stolen lollipop. Heist was flawless. Time to hit the bar, find some baddies, and party. Esso warned Cheese, don't be a simp this time.
At the bar, he remembers losing his cash and clothes. They still need funds to drop the Final Calamity. Once that's done, the world's their playground, no cap. Their fam finally gets its rightful spot. Then Cheese can do whatever.
Their ultimate goals? Mayor serving them drinks, city heroes in diapers doing a cringe dance. Suddenly, a gunshot snaps them out of it. They duck for cover, wondering who's trying to take them out. Sounded like a big-ass revolver. The shooter? Steampunk hero Bullet.
City Bureau investigators on the hunt for a girl with a massive bakery, missing limbs. Is Cheese Peeper, wondering why Bullet's after her instead of them for the bank job. Bullet calls out. She was Hellhound Elite. Now the guild's finest assassin is on her tail.
He tries to grill her, but then remembers Hellhound Brigade members are voiceless, using sign language. He takes a drag, then impales her last hand. Even then, she's still trying to pull something. He clocks a bloody Teggy nearby. He inspects the beat-up toy, like, what's the deal here?
Distracted, she's knocked out cold by a rifle butt slam, then stomped. He crushes her teddy, ready to unalive her for the reward. Jariosa pulls up, calling out Bullet's cap, exposing him as a greedy hitman, not the hero he pretends. Bullet aims. Charioso flexes, claiming GOAT Alchemist status this century, second only to FMA's Edward Elric.
Cheese clears his throat, waiting for his moment. Charioso introduces himself as his personal right hand, Crazy Mouse. Cheese low-key wanted criminal partner, not right hand, but he'll roll with it. They start beefing over the name, Crazy Rat or Crazy Mouse. While they're putting on a whole show, Bullet's over it. He threatens to unalive them if they don't chill.
Iso's thinking, is this old assassin even serious? Then they just yeet 2 bags of cash. Bullet shook. They coughed up the stolen loot. Turns out they hit White Queen Bank tonight. They smirk, a total flex. Bullet warns, don't flex crimes to a guy with a blicky.
Validation-seeking tanked their security. He doesn't like offing noobs, but today's an exception. They're about to taste his leg. Asso claps, thanks him for the elegant show. No shooting tonight. Bullet wonders why.
He's about to pull the trigger, but no, he can't. Vision blurring, body glitching. He clocks gas canisters chilling in the cash stacks. Asso's just vibing. They're bumping out muscle nerve poison gas, straight up nerfing any assassin within 300 meters.
Bullet's face went pale. Villains saving her? Asso just laughed. Nah, we just hate heroes. He zaps Bullet into a little slime. Cheese watches it bounce away. Silver licensed heroes? Just cannon fodder, TBH. Clean up, head back, snack on cheese crackers. He eyes the Prince of Darkness and Evil tending to the injured girl.
He's observing her survival stats. Left arm and leg gone, wounds infected, ribs shattered, right eye missing, clearly tortured, heartbeats glitching, near cardiac arrest, 4+ toxins in her blood too.
It's wild she lasted this long. He's low-key wondering what makes her so special for the Bureau to go this hard. Splinter tells Izo she's toast. Time to bounce. Is that the goal, or is he saving her? Izo stutters. I'm not saving anyone. I'm a villain, full stop. But as they dip, he low-key feels for the girl, still crawling, injured.
He's trying to forget her. Just another lost soul rotting in some alley. Even the sky's crying. They both dip, leaving her. She stares at the teddy, then blacks out.
Lisa walked up to the girl again, and just like that, she landed in Nightmare's Nest's OR. Cheese handled anesthesia, our boy Liso the scalpel. Cheese couldn't believe they were saving lives, not committing crimes. Did someone talk no jutsu as boss? Liso was like, nah.
He needs the ultimate bioweapon to restore his fam's glory. This girl, after all that torture, is the perfect test subject. The final Calamity host needs peak negative emotions, pain, anger, sorrow, despair. No good vibes allowed.
Fra, this girl's the GOAT test subject. Experiments a go ASAP, before she dips from injuries. Tasks split. Cheese gets transplant material, preps the cocoon of blood. First drop, Amber's Angel, a withered arm that beams plasma.
The Empress's sad right eye, an immortal heart, and a fetal blood cocoon. They started modding the girl, prepping her for Final Calamity. He detailed her experiment to Final Calamity.
Her honkers are barely contained. Brock could get rich mass-producing androids like Final Calamity. Master Splinter's like, what now? Uzzle wants to check her out, see if she's a flop or if she slaps. She's is like, what if she flops, though?
Azel just cackles. They'll yeet her. No room for L's in his lab. Later, low-key sleeping, he replays that Final Calamity lick. NGL, peak action in his whole 15 years.
Dude's restless, so he checks on Final Calamity. Her tank's literally shockproof, bulletproof, and gooner-proof. He sees her huddled, shaking. He's like, what the F? This is the top biohazard? I'm scared of the dark?
His other subjects? Total NPCs. But he low-key felt for Final Calamity, freeing her. He promised a nice spot to crash, leading her to his underground facility. His most unhinged experiments. A dragon lord, tentacle monster. A real nice place, no cap.
Izo's their least fave, but he's unbothered. He plops Final Calamity in the box between them, telling them to play nice. He then crashes into bed, ready to snooze. Dragonlord, though, is side-eyeing Final Calamity. Why is a human girl chilling with S-rank monsters? Tentacle monsters are like, Final Calamity? Nah, she's Final Thirst Trap right now. Weak AF. Literally an ant. One even cackles. Espla's Final Calamity experiment failed 1,000 times, but this is his biggest L. They both just watch her, banging on the glass, desperate to escape.
Dragonlord's like, chill, I can even go full beast mode. He bets if she breaks out, he's her mount. Tentacle Monster tells Final Calamity, break out, I'm your pet. Fail, and it's an Ara night.
Final Calamity feels something stir within, her arm morphing. Red energy glows from her palm, cracking the mirror. They're shook as she blasts the ultra-resistant glass. Their attitude immediately flips. Dragonlord even simps, bowing and promising to be a good little doggo for freedom.
Tentacle Monster is also her pet. Iso's snoring hard, dreaming of Mom. Suddenly, the alarm above him blares. He bolts to the containment facility. Alarm, high-risk experimental area is under attack.
Final Calamity reports, 3 crystal barriers down, 3 subjects broke free, gotta suppress them, contain damage. Asso and Cheese zoom to high containment. Subjects 8 and 15 are Wylan. Plus, Final Calamity's going full chaos.
Asso snatches the tablet, shook by the melted chalk blue glass. Instead of being mad, he's low-key hype. She finally manifested the left arm of doom. Cheese is pressed. How did the Final Calamity get into the danger zone? She was supposed to be isolated. Back in containment, Tentacle and Dragonlord are going feral, lasering everything.
Asa's unimpressed. He's like, fun's over. Back to your crates, you naughty pets. Dragonlord's like, no lab rat life. Vows to shred Aso. Cheese just blasts his gun, yellow smoke. Dragon yells, what was that? Asa's reply, 200 Dragon Spider Eggs.
A dragon knows the deal with these spiders. The Dragon Lords heard these parasites infest dragons, dooming their hosts. While Cheese is distracted, Tentacle tries a sneak attack. But Aso's playing 5D chess. They're on checkers. He drops a flashbang, instantly blinding Tentacle. It's writhing.
Asso's like, still gonna be chaotic or back to your cages to chill. Dragonlord yells, big sis is with us. We literally can't lose. Tentacle's also banking on the Final Calamity. She instantly shattered his toughest high-frequency glass. No cap. Asso shook.
Who's this big sis they're hyping? They reveal the Final Calamity coming for Aso. Even Aso shook. If she loses it, things get messy. Dragonlord smiles. Aso's about to get shook. He locked us up, experimented on us like lab rats daily. Payback time. Final Calamity's approaching, slow-mo. Cheese asks if he has an emergency protocol. Too bad I'm not there. My protocol? Unzipping my zipper. Aso's like, nah. Material holds her power. She yeets at Aso, jiggle physics going wild, pins him down. The Dragonlord laughs. No mercy. He better simp hard and lick my toenails for a crumb of it.
He tells Big Sis to unalive him, make him regret existing. Finding out she's an OF model and a freak, the dragon's hopes shatter faster than my art school job dreams. She keeps licking Aso. He's over it. Her cute roars mean she won't crash here. He promises a better spot if she stops acting like a dog.
Dragonlord tells Big Sis to focus. She melted crystal glass, so the skinny white boy is toast. Aso's fuming, plotting how to keep them busy for months. Later, they hit the elevator. Monster's fate, Dragonlord's yeeted into a plushy caterpillar to stew on his actions.
But what Bro did to the tentacle monster? Absolutely wild. It's restrained, onions everywhere, can't even blink. Meanwhile, a tiny 9-headed hydra snoozes, then spots Calamity's face squished against its glass. Aso is losing it. Final Calamity's not sleeping with the other test subjects, period.
Where's she gonna crash? I've got a solution, but sleep's not happening. Cheese gets it, tells Aso her room is his. Aso grumbles, no way, a dangerous monster. Old CCTV shows SFR-6082 trying to reboot the camera, but an unknown entity's loose. Bloodstains everywhere. What the heck happened?
Bodies are skeletons. What monster did this? Even the cameraman got as a mysterious entity neared. It's a monster, an 11 by 10 goth baddie with 69 mental illnesses, walking right at the cam before the video cuts. Cheese wants Calamity to crash, but he refuses. He'd be cooked with that powerful being.
I'd offer my room for Aso, but she says Calamity vibes with Aso most. She needs to crash where she's comfier, she'll go berserk. Aso's still chill though. He's like, duh, I added my soul extractor in cultivation, so we're close.
Then Cheese drops the bomb. His soul extract wasn't for cultivation, but fermentation. He chugged it thinking it was wine. LOL.
Aizo's like, what the F did you do, rat? Cheese claps back, you gave me that sus liquid when I was wasted AF. They keep beefing. Calamity's just vibing with the Hydra. 2 secs later, she hops in the tub, cake on full display. The Hydra immediately nopes out as she gets drenched and everything turns see-through.
Cheese whips around. Acel's like, Hydra's not a toy. Get out, now! He snatches her leg, yanking her out of the tank. Our boy's luck peaked, landing him with a ton of cake. He's like, Calamity, you're heavy, off! Cheese laughs.
Our boy got slammed by a bakery door. He's fuming and bruised. Cheese is crashing. Aso's on sleep duty. He reminds Aso, Disaster Girl's just a kid. Aso could wipe a town, like instantly. Don't let her go full berserk. Aso scoffs. What am I even supposed to do?
Calamity's sneezing, drenched. Aso's like, bath first. He preps the bath, scanning her armpits. Just a quick check, no nasties. Not stoked about a test subject in his tub, but no choice. He tells Calamity to wash, but she just hits him with puppy dog eyes.
He's like, I'm out, you shower. She nods, then starts stripping before he leaves. His virgin brain just blue-screened. Nosebleed alert. He tries to science it, but nope. Massive nosebleed. He's out cold. Aso throws on shades, plugs his nose, and handles it.
Shampoo, bath done, time to bounce. Shower off, he tells Calamity to wash up. But oops, he slips on a toy straight into the tub, scaring Calamity. Aso curses, tumbles right into the baddie's lap. He's low-key fuming, wishing he'd sent her to sterilization, not a car wash. Calamity, in full gremlin mode, looks away as our boy's arm gets stuck between 2 pillows. Then Cheese busts in with a riot collar just in case Calamity goes feral.
Seeing the young master getting clowned in a whole new way, he smirks, telling the kids to chill. Aso curses, that's not it. Cheese smirks back, protection's everything, Aso. Get your battle-ready armor before you explore that bakery. Furious, Aso hurls soap at Cheese, but the old man's gone, smiling like a proud dad seeing his son finally touch grass. Too bad mine can't relate.
He eyes Aso's mom's portrait, the ultimate queen, assuring her son's totally normal, totally straight. Later, Aso dries Calamity's hair, grabbing a hairdryer. But seeing it, Calamity's mind flashes, gun firing, mysterious figure aiming at her head.
Her eyes go dark. Aso reaches to dry her hair, but she's ghosted. He spots her, low-key shaking behind the shower curtain. What's her deal? He's so over it. But then he clocks her, legit trembling and pale. Did he just screw up? Dragon Lord, Evil Eye Tentacle Monster? Nah, but this has her shook. Then it just clicks.
Hairdryers giving gun vibes, triggered flashbacks to Bullet Gentleman hunting her. He's low-key shook she remembers her old self pre-experiments. He sighs, calls her. Clementine looks up, sees Master holding the hair gun like a handgun.
She's shook, but he pulls the trigger. No bullet, just warm air blasting his hair. He even rocks a goofy hairstyle, making her smile. Soon, it's her new fave toy. Esso's already regretting helping her conquer that fear.
He snatches it. Bedtime. Her puppy dog eyes didn't hit on this guy. He locks the hairdryer. Be good, play later. For now, it's lights out. She looks away, bummed. No argument. He's so done, face-palming. He wanted a WMD, pure chaos, but got a giant marshmallow blondie with toaster-level IQ. She's not crashing in his bed. That's an unbreakable Alchemist rule. No cap. She's already in his bed before he's finished. He yanks her awake, tells her to dip. She just sits there. Akiso's like, what now? NGL, I'd almost offer my bed. He tells Clementine to listen up. Experimental subjects can't sleep on beds. That's against regulations. So Florida's for her. No noise at night and absolutely no sneaking into the bathroom for a hairdryer. He finally chills and turns off the light, but letting her sleep on the floor still feels kinda sus.
He low-key peeks, sees her curled up like a small puppy. She starts making noise again. He grumbles, chill, but she keeps shuffling. He's like, bro, it's the middle of the night. Why you still bugging? He clocks the girl's freezing, face pale. Cheese is busy with sus activities. Mag on his chest. Old rat had a wild night. Aso sees the mag and the sus baby batter. He tells the stupid rat to wake up. Dude's sleeping peacefully while his master's in a mess. He yeets a stink bug by Cheese's nose. Cheese wakes up gagging, ready to throw hands. Aso's like, that's karma for dumping Calamity on me. He just wanted a blanket, frah.
Cheese snickers, asking if it's for Calamity. He's always complaining, but his heart's still simping. No cap. Also immediately denies. Gotta run tests on her tomorrow. She needs to be in top shape.
He needs a blanket for her. Cheese is like, bro, 6 blankets in your drawer. Just grab one. Aso tells Master Splinter, nah, fam, no can do. Each bedding is day specific. Today's Alchemy Research Day, so it's the Alchemy bedsheet.
Thursday's elixir studies mean solid purple bedding. He's always flexing his themed sheets.
Cheese immediately clocks it. Didn't he also make a Disaster Girl bedsheet? Aso pauses.
Cheese grins. Disaster Girl needs her own bedding. It literally has her design. Atso was speechless at that logic. Our boy, defeated, brings out the Calamity sheet with her OG design. Suddenly she floats up, hovering over Atso. Her eyes glow amber. Our boy's about to lose his life or his V-card, no cap. 8 a.m. A raven's caw shatters the silence. Time for the goat alchemist to wake up.
Still glazed, then jolted awake. Low-key mad about sleep, but whatever. Soft on his arm, gentle hand on chest. Warm breath ghosts his ear. Our boy's kinda shook.
He feels something rising, and it's not the shield hero. He sees Calamity snuggle up next to him. Seriously, why is she in his bed like that?
He stares, can't believe she's a total menace. Cheese barges in. Izo, how do you sleep? Izo quickly shoves Calamity under the sheets. He claims no clue where she's at. Cheese freaks. What if she went feral? Hickey experimental zone?
This could be a total disaster. Aso tells Cheese to hit the monitoring room. He'll join soon. As Cheese dips, he spots Aso's bedsheet squirming. He yells, "Yo, your blanket's moving. Did all that gooning make it sentient, or is something actually under there?"
Calamity pops up gasping, drenched in sweat. Liso tries to explain she snuck in, but Cheese is like, it's fine. Cheese says it's normal for a teen in puberty to want to get busy with his creation. Benny's hyped. Our boy couldn't handle the cringe convo, spraying Cheese with stink bug essence.
Cheese is big mad. They've got OP 300% stink bug juice for city heroes. Iso's still saying she climbed in. He's innocent. Time to test Calamity.
They hit the experimental zone for basic data. First, her height. She's almost taller than Izo. Cheese clowns him. He'll be on tiptoes to catch her. Izo's like, still growing. Next, her weight.
She's way too light for the absolute unit she's packing. Seriously, with all that oomph, she should be 800 kg. Cheese laughs, measuring her marshmallows, telling Izo he's lucky she's D-class. Next, they check her lung capacity, blow into a tube to move the scales back.
She demos the breathalyzer. Calamity inhales. Izo says, blow. She grabs his face, leans in, aiming for his mouth. They lock lips. Izo pinned. Cheese, classic bad timing, walks in on Izo squirming under Calamity.
She pulls back, wiping drool. Bat still chill. Izo rinses. She's cackles. Lol, the last Alchemist fam getting violated by his own creation? Wild. Izo's like, bro, too much talk, and sprays him. They've tested her loads. No dangerous pathogens, but Izo's still rocking the hazmat mask.
He's either a germaphobe or dodging a surprise kiss. The other tests were chill, flex, leg power, grip strength. Her stats? Basic human, nothing special. Cheese wonders if she'll pop off in combat mode.
Maybe she needs a wild test to unlock her dormant powers. Ekoshi's like, bet. They gotta find their most unhinged subject and lock him up. Meanwhile, the absolute freaky goth mommy's in her cell making Hizo dolls, demanding his visit. Cheese was shook, asking if they meant patient 0, the high-risk one.
Cheese wants to slowly level up. Genmod rabbit first? Izo's like, nah, a lab rat? Cheese snatches it, yelling, dude, we've been over this.
No rats harmed. Rat lives matter. Izo, a sewer rat, laughs, not scared, but low-key has a soft spot. He eyes the cute bunny, wondering if Calamity will actually vibe.
He drops the bunny. Calamity instantly goes feral, making it wriggle. Cheese laughs. Her bloodthirsty nature's finally unlocked. Aso grins. She's leveling up to the menace she was meant to be. He shudders, picturing her in a crowded room.
They're tripping. She's just vibing with the bunny. They just want her gone. Aseo's totally done. He injects a wild coronavirus into the bunny.
This is the upgraded frenzy serum, capable of 29 mutations. Bunny's eyes go wild, fangs sharpen, its body morphs into a massive beast. Aso cackles. This should totally awaken Calamity's fight or flight. He even names it Savage Bunny Number 1.
Bunny gets hyped, challenging Calamity Girl. It's finally on Cheese Rabbit's level. Aso tells it to fight, and Bunny charges Calamity. Bets are in. Cheese says she'll dodge. Aso says she'll tank the head. The bunny yeets it, but then Calamity Girl just poofs. Bunny feels sus. Something's vibing in its fur. Calamity pops out, tickling and snuggling it. They both lost the bet, and this girl has 0 fight or flight. Izo and Cheese head to the high-intensity lab.
Cheese asks what happens if she dies. Izo's grim reply. He failed. He'll just reset. They hit a huge galvanized steel gate. Masks on. Izo even leashes Calamity. This ain't looking like a fight to the death. More like a pre-cough. Cheese reminds Izo.
Calamity Girl got their best transplants.
Lose everything? It's all for nothing. But Izo still needs to see her kill. She won't hit final disaster mode playing it safe. Too many fails, he's done. Calamity senses his low vibe, gives a head pat.
Izzo's over it. He grabs her head. No pity. Go full power or get bodied. You're the bioweapon for world domination, not for that. Still think you're a good mascot for our org?
Meanwhile, that goth mommy is playing with Enzo dolls. Meet Lucille, one of Aso's experimental subjects. Our boy clearly has a type for his experiments. Aso approaches. Lucille presses her face to the bar, saying it's been 1,000 days since his last visit. He tells her he's finally...
She dropped the ultimate disaster. Now she's not even top tier. She screams, no cap. She's literally the strongest subject, Satoru Gojo aside. Aso tells Cheese, bring Calamity. Calamity rushes to Aso.
Lucille's triggered, full overdrive. She calls Blondie out of pocket for touching Iso. Energy and lightning go wild. Iso tells Calamity, take this seriously, no cap. He tells Lucille this is his peak creation. To reclaim her title, she must clash and win.
Lucille bites her lip hard, then pushes for more. She wants a full day with Aso if she wins. Aso agrees. Lucille asks to cuddle, but Aso refuses. Too much. Lucille grins, promising to destroy her test subject and be the strongest.
Her chest tech? Calamity tier, no cap. Aso turns to Lee. Calamity tries to follow, but Aso tells her, this is it. If Lucille bodies you, you're an L. No saves from me. He drops the leash. The door slams shut.
Blondie's bugging, scratching and pounding the door, screaming for Aso. He just laughs. As the last family heir, his mission, craft the ultimate bioweapon. This is how he treats his test subjects, period. Finally, everything's back to normal. Aso and Cheese hit the monitoring room, ready for the show.
Cheese asks if he reassured Calamity. Izo tells her to chill, stop being soft, and release Lucille. Cheese warns, yo, if Blondie bites it, don't come crying later. He slams the big red button. Lucille's cage and restraints lift. She stretches, finally free.
Camera's on her good side. She tells Izo to prep for an epic battle. History's strongest versus today's GOAT. Their clash? Legendary. Cheese even got snacks, but Izo's like, chill, Cheese.
He's not into Cheese. Cheese tells ICO to chill. Lucille's collar suppresses her. Berserk, button press, virus activated. He even wants to bet again.
He's betting on Lucille for the TV remote, a whole week if she wins. ICO's all in on Calamity. Lose and she's toast. Lucille tells Calamity to stop banging the door. It's not opening. Her fighting spirit? Ghosted.
Lucille cackles. NBD. Just gotta dismantle her to bag Izo. Cheese screams. Lucille's making her move. All Disaster Girl's going feral on the door. Lucille raises her hand, a dark shape manifesting. She calls Calamity trash. But Calamity snatches her wrist out of nowhere. Lucille spirals. Izo's eyes widen. Is she really about to throw hands?
Expectations are high for Iso and Cheese, thinking Calamity's finally serious. Unexpectedly, they're completely mistaken. Calamity is simply leading Lucille, subtly focused on the large door. It turns out she merely desires Lucille to open it. Even Lucille expresses bewilderment.
She actually needs help with the door? Calamity's just vibing, head shaking like a golden retriever. Lucille's cackling, telling Iso his ultimate weapon is a total airhead. Blonde test subject? She's just proving stereotypes right.
She grabs her wrist, injecting the dark plague virus. Once you're just a pile of bones, Calamity, you're getting tossed like non-recyclable trash. Lucille watches her body turn pale and purple. She smirks. The ultimate bioweapon just got owned. Remember, Lucille's the GOAT. No cap. The virus is already spreading.
Lucille's just laughing immune AF while Calamity Girl's ghosting. She better remember Lucille's Aso's GOAT bioweapon. Then Calamity's vitals go haywire. Cheese screams, dark plague virus went full send. Her organs are bricking.
Aso's like Cocoon's blood cells should slay pathogens. How's she sick? Her immune system's Maharaga level, fur. Lucille shook she won that easy. Cheese yells Disaster Girl's collapsing, but Aso tells him to chill. Data shows only 30% of her cells infected, nowhere near fatal.
She's dying. If Cocoon blood activates, she's toast. Lucille stomps her head, telling Aso his ultimate creation flopped. She's bored AF. Lucille eyes Calamity, gasping, then cackles. Thought I'd help you open the door? Nah, virus already hit 70% of your cells.
Pull her from the experiment or she's toast, but Iso's just vibing. Dark tentacles coil around her. She enjoys it, even licking her cheek. Why does Calamity hit different? Supposed to be trash.
The void's chomping her. Virus owns 90% of her cells. Cheese wants to pull the plug, but Iso grabs his wrist. He's not done. Cheese, we can't just watch Lucille gobble to Amity.
Rat, STFU, why you simping for an experimental subject? Did you forget our end game? To make the world stand our family name. Final Disaster and Lucille are just tools for my ambition. Master, no way. Calamity just spoke. You really taught her? Just a quick tutorial.
Last night, she low-key begged for his bed. He dodged. Call me master. Call him master, 30 minutes in bed. Her vocal cords were fried, but next-level tech fixed them. Her silence meant she'd forgotten how. He showed mouth movements, she grunted. Iso was over it, rolled over, passed out.
She grinded all night, so now she's calling him master. Lucille just laughs like Iso won't ditch the project over that. Feast time. But then, bam! Lucille's shot collar activates and her strength just dips.
She yells at Iso, about to stop. He hits the red button. Lucille freezes, clutching her collar, screaming his name. Iso's weak excuse, priceless implants, can't let her nom them. Keys laughs.
He gets his master. He's like Obs on the city's worst, so saving implants, no cap. Iso's like Bet and grabs Blondie. Calamity's still messed up, breathing rough, but clocks her master.
Iso's like, no master till you earn it. He picks her up. She still calls him that. Lucille snaps. Why are you stepping in? You never cared when I bodied past subject. Why treat Calamity different? Her skills, chest, and combat are all mid.
Blonde? Not a valid reason, Isao claps back. She has vital transplanted organs. Don't waste them. Cheese immediately pulls out his dirty mag, gooning, wondering why Isao experimented if he cared about Calamity. Suddenly, Lucille's temp skyrockets.
She screams, Isao bounce! This is not it! The collar's dead. Everything's going sideways. Isao freezes, eyes on Lucille. She's inches away, smirking, tapping it.
Collar's not broken, she just vibes with it. Meant to chill and contain her, yet 1,000 days of triggers made her cold-proof. Her plague cells literally survive extreme freeze. Isao closes his eyes, tells Lucille she's won. He'll honor the deal.
Iso's trying to stay calm. Gotta bounce. Lucille grins. A day with her, not hitting. She brushes his arm, cups his face.
Her touch spreads a purple pathogen invading his cells, spiking a fever. Lucille cackles, feeling him pulsate. Her cells are in him now. Cheese freaks, yelling he's got the dark plague virus. She just laughs. Chill, no cap.
Her virus in his body? Dormant, under her control. She'd never hurt her precious Iso. Duh. Iso didn't see this end coming by a goth baddie with 69 mental illnesses and daddy issues. Lucille then clocks Calamity's spit cells in his mind. She snaps, like Iso just cheated.
Blondie's really out here flinging her cells and kissing her master? Keys clocks this whole situation as spiraling hard. She screams at Iso, why are your cells so busted like salivary cells? Then she goes off on Blondie, calling her a freaky little prostitute. Cheese covers his eyes.
He's done looking. Suddenly, dark tentacles snatch her, cocooning her in shadows. She screams, "Tentacle fun time!" then vows to invade every cell, bringing agony worse than death. Viral pathogens flood her bloodstream, attacking cells. Lucille wields Iso's strongest virus, controlling it like an extension. Spider venom? Nah, that's Cap. Only her collar's loose setting could stop Lucille, but she's used to it. Plan B, his black hole. Too unstable, it could wipe the whole base. He watches Lucille devour Blondie with dark tentacles. It's giving major ominous vibes.
Cheese yells, Iso weaponized Lucille's obsession. Lucille's stumped why she can't infect Calamity's heart or brain cells, so she'll just erode everything else. Iso snaps, stop! Gun to his head, he warns, this is my final warning. Lucille freezes. Why unalive yourself for some rando idiot?
Iso repeats his reason. She's not important, but her body is an S-tier organ goldmine. He needs them to rule the world, restore his family's honor, or life's pointless. Keys wants to give him an Oscar for that acting. Lucille bows her head. Iso wonders if he's off the hook.
Is this a new manipulation arc? She just snaps back to Calamity, promising to handle her, start their fam, and conquer the world. Iso yells she's not listening. Calamity's body is trashed, bruised, battered, purple all over.
Iso has to use his trump card. Cheese yells at him for holding out. Iso didn't want to. It's mega cringe. He yells at Lucille, promising non-stop cuddles every night. She freezes, eyes on Iso. Her eyes shift hue.
She's imagining flexing her goods. Iso wonders if she'll bite.
She'll spare the trash bag, but with 2 conditions. First, she wants to be Iso's constant, always. Calamity gets this cell instead.
Isso clocks her obsession. He needs out, agrees. Second condition, Blondie needs to wake up and watch. Isso's like, what even? Face and marshmallows. Lucille, homewrecker jacked Isso's first kiss. Time to return the favor. She kisses Isso. Blondie's eyes burn.
A jolt hits her. Lucille goes full freak, even using tongue. Iso's eyes pop. Bro, tongue? Keys, though, is just a proud papa.
He's still torn for his boy. Lucille pulls back, smiling lovingly. She tells Iso he's bussin'. Boiling toothpaste adds flavor. He quarters Lucille, sprays sterilizer in his mouth. But it's not enough.
Calamity's chest ignites, pathogens vaporize, golden flames erupt. Lucille screams, "No way!" Calamity snatches her throat, hoisting her up. Arms crack, glowing red with molten rock. Iso and Cheese shout in sync, Ash Angel's left hand is here.
Calamity whispers her hate. A huge explosion envelops Lucille. Is this the end of her freaky, obsessive life? A man curses the molten phoenix, torching the valley in flames and blood, still scratch-free. The phoenix glares down, charging its ultimate.
Flames erupt from its beak. The man sighs. My love safe? Bet. Then a 10-10 babe stacked goes off on him for being a self-sacrificing simp. Who gave you permission to die? Ice meets fire. He's just vibing, shielded by her icy defense. What a view.
She strokes his cheek. You're not alone. We got each other. He leans in for a kiss, but gets a foot to the face. She yells, unsolicited. Who said you could stick out those lips?
Director calls cut. The Phoenix cackles, eyeing the duo. Director hands it a huge muffin tray, Phoenix's fuel to recharge and get back to it. This is Golden City White Queen Films, a temporary set near an artificial volcano. The White Queen is the city's #2 hero and an actress, no cap.
She sips her smoothie as the male actor, her impromptu hire, is brought in chains. He's just as trashy as the rest. His only saving grace? He kinda looks like that guy. Zero dad vibes. And his acting? Pure cringe. She's ditching him. The director's thrilled. Her dad founded this studio, so duh, they'll change whoever she wants. But they've already gone through 2,000 interviews and replacements, and the budget's blown. She doesn't even care, casually telling him to drop another 200 mil. Someone whispers, and she flips, yelling, "Who robbed my bank?" The attendant explains 2 robbers pulled a heist, one human, one stanky rodent.
They gas the vents. Everyone's out cold for the heist. The actress sees the machine. She's hooked. She spots the crest, eyes popping. Lighthouse Chief Bullet Gentleman got bodied by an unknown weapon. Now he's just slime. She shows him the goo.
Lighthouse Zone's a total mess. Actress DGAF about the info. Her only cue, what happened to the bank. Attendant reminds her, this lighthouse is her hero execution zone. Hair turns ice, scales pop, eyes glow different hues.
She tells the attendant, Hero Execution Zone, IDC, those robbers gotta answer my burning question. She orders everyone dispatched, find them, no cap. The director's also hitting up the chairman about the shoot.
She tells the chairman to suspend it. She's got bigger fish to fry. Everyone still gets paid. Director's low-key stoked, certified menace with rage issues but a top-tier boss. He then points out the kisser.
He apologizes to our frosty vibe. Hard pass. She shoves an ice shard in his mouth. Melt it, get free. Only 'cause he kinda looked like her dad. She didn't rip his mouth off for that audacity. Dude shook as he leaves. His mouth? Nah, only dad's.
Asia Kai, FBI called. Years ago, a trembling girl clutched her bunny. A cruel woman snapped, "Floor's dirty?" She snatched the teddy, threw it in a puddle, stomping it, calling the girl a total flop. The girl begged, "Auntie, don't step on my plushie." She got slapped.
He gripped her, calling her savage for hitting a kid. Auntie cackles, asking why they're faking this dad-daughter act. She reminds Mailer she pulled him from the trash to playwright fame. Mailer flinches. A shadowy figure pops up, asking if she's here for the kid soldier. She smirks, pointing at the girl.
He's Ming Clan, known for child soldiers. Mailer asks G-Man, "What's the plan for the kid?" G-Man just smirks. "Gonna find her a good home. Too much for a bastard, TBH."
The Ming clan trains kids young, turning them into elite soldiers. Even though she's tiny, she can go 3 days without food and still talk. A Ming dude liked her, snatched her. Maylor just watched. Calamity opens her eyes, sees her tiny plushie beside her. Meanwhile, Cheese Rabbit #1 still being checked, losing chest fur.
Is it glitching? Calamity's been AFK 3 days since beating Lucille. Vitals chill. Why's the rabbit's fur thinning? Hope it's not growing marshmallows like the others.
BTW, Calamity's stable for now. Years back, a mysterious dude was on drips, treated by a broke, barely clothed elf. Then the abductor rolled in, dropping deets on the doorman's hit job. Rottweiler and his crew got clapped by city heroes trying to infiltrate the Golden Zone. Dude just sighed.
Even the top dogs couldn't breach the Golden Zone to eliminate Latoma's traitors. He explained only Yorkshire survived, but she's MIA. Pissed, he tells his minion to find her, ASAP. Meanwhile, Izzo's pacing, gets a big idea. Cheese tells him to chill, he's watching the game.
Calamity's new codename is Cole. He glances at Cheese, waiting for the why. Truth is, it was his mom's fave flower. Fragile, it bloomed only in storms. Its toxic pollen carried by strong winds. Since Cheese is a total rude cabbage, Izzo keeps the reason zipped.
Cheese wonders if Cole is second strongest after Lucille. Izzo agrees. Her biggest flex? She's chill. Unlike Lucille, a total loose cannon. Her abilities are wild, with zero desire to attack. He's brainstorming how to make her attack and unleash the angel arm.
First time, extreme danger zone. Hated sleeping there, so she just melted the glass. Cheese smirks. She just wanted Aseo cuddles. Went full drama queen. Aseo's like STFU. Second time, fighting Lucille. He was using mouth spray. She thought Lucille jumped him.
Her blood's boiling cocoon purged all pathogens while she deployed a thermal pressure vaporization cannon. Cheese side-eyed the name, thinking it was kinda sus. Even for a genius, Iso's naming sense was peak 14-year-old. He still thought it was fire, but the cannon's temp went wild. When she hit Lucille, it was solar flare hot. If not for Lucille's freezing collar, she'd be toast. In rehab, Cole's stomach growls. She rubs it, pointing to her mouth. Cheese is shook he never took her out. Iso thinks perfection shouldn't need food, but he knows just what she needs to recharge. They freeze, wondering if that's Cole's lunch. They eye the Dragon Lord in his caterpillar onesie. Keys screams, "He's absolutely bonkers!" The dragon opens its eyes, spotting the trio. It eagerly greets Iso. "Yo, greatest alchemy master, can I ditch this suit?" Iso laughs. "Time to redeem yourself, fam. Just gotta be cool as lunch."
Dragon Lord's hopes? Toast. Cheese reminds Iso, yo, he's our only real dragon, too rare for a plate. But Iso's just like, bet. A valuable test subject? Obs, he's prime Wagyu-Mao. Maybe Cool will hit her ultimate form.
He grins, telling Cool to go get him. Cool pounces. Dragon Lord bawls, promising to be good. Iso laughs, too late. Coop bites its horn hard. Plot twist, her teeth don't pierce it, a bruise forms. She wails. Iso's like, bruh, disappointment. He whips up some ramen. She's stunned, mouth watering. Iso offers chopsticks, but she bare hands it, ugly crying and scarfing it down. She beams. It's bussing, she tells Iso. Kikin inhales the ramen, happy tears flowing. Iso feels meh about the cup noodles, but Cheese gets it. She's never had a proper meal, so she's inhaling. Iso cackles, roasting Cheese about his sewer rat days, scampering, swiping Cheese, almost blasted him. Cheese claps back. Iso was giving Homelander vibes, begging Mom for breast milk till 3. Iso yeets a wooden wrench, yelling Cap. He quit milk at 6 months, but his mom forced it. The cat flinging stuff, pure Tom and Jerry chaos. Meanwhile, Ku vibed with a ramen, slurping broth, chugging the last bit, then gave Iso the empty bowl. Thanks. Iso wiped her face. Manners. But her stomach still rumbled. An hour later, table stacked with empty noodle cups. She's still feral, craving more. Cheese sweating, tells Iso, last cup. Another hour. Iso sprinting for his life, begging Cole to back off. He clutches his last chocolate wafers, gun in hand. He's about to body his hot bioweapon over wafers. One chalky piece? Yeah, she went feral. She creeps closer, sussy, begging for more. Iso grunts, rips the packet, yeets all wafers into his gob. Oopsie! She pins him, locks lips, tongue fishing for those wafers. Street angel, bed demon. She's still sucking all his wafers. Iso's helpless. He can't breathe, then he's lights out. Cool, I'm literally packing wafers, pants, and mouth. Meanwhile, Cheese is hyped for his big duel. He's risking it all for his cheese stash. It's the goat collection, and he's praying Koala misses it. Koala sniffs out the secret hatch, then yeets it open with her angel arm. The steel frame melts to magma. She jumps through, landing before Cheese. Cheese yells, Iso snacks? Fine. But this cheese? That's where you messed up, sis.
She just leans in, snags his gun, poof, smoking metal. His paw gets roasted. He yells, Q, back off. She yeets open the nearest cheese, starts munching. She slays the whole pile while Cheese curses his bad vibes. He calls her the ultimate gluten, not the ultimate L.
Later, in the lab, Tentacles chatting with Dragonlord. He heard Dragonlord's about to be Sis's next meal. Dragonlord coughs. My Dragonlord? Toughest in the Cosmos, fam. And these horns? Peak durability, literally. He taps a horn. Poof, it shatters. He curses. My strong, majestic horns are gone. No more rizzing up the lady dragons.
Iso and Cheese finally contained Ku. She's banging on the glass and Iso's facepalming. Seriously, she barely lifted a finger when it was life or death, but for chocolate, she's ready to go full beast mode. Just a chocolate bar and sugar sends her into overdrive. Even her special powers activate. R.I.P. all the granola bars in the kitchen.
He glances at Cheese, wondering why he's quiet. Cheese grunts. He had 400 blocks of bougie cheese, hoarded for years. This gremlin just scarfed it all. He whips out a chainsaw, ready for payback. Iso reminds him. She's kind of cute, though.
He whips out acid and digestive goo. Iso reminds her, cute girl. Then a brain-sucking mosquito. Iso tells Cheese it'll starve attacking Kun. She's a cute girl. Cheese clutches his head. Iso, just punish her. Iso laughs, realizing his friend's totally simping for Kun. But she needs punishment, or no more base desserts, ever.
Our dude ended up with Ku chilling on his lap, clueless AF. Small brain, so a good old whooping was the move. Iso decided to toast her buns. First slap landed, Ku immediately bawled. The room echoed with slaps, 1 for greed, 2 for swiping wafers, 3 for reckless power.
Punishment's wild. Peaches or strawberries, face a blubbering, ugly crying mess. Izzo's like, enough. Cheese drops the real tea. Base is out of food. Izzo rages about no dinner, slaps her repeatedly, making her regret her villain era. Cheese reminds them, bigger issue.
Grocery run time. Can't leave Cool solo at base. She'd go wild. Iso clocks Cool, poker facing her teddy. Decision, bring her topside. Iso seats up sharp, Cheese rocks a majestic cape.
They're stacked, flexing new drip, ready to roll out. They teach Cool the Aura Farm strat. Hit a main character pose, let the squad get bodied, then clutch. Piccolo's playbook says so. He then pops the transport beacon.
They hit a massive purple zone. Cool's shook, grabbing Iso's hand. Iso sighs. Eyes closed. Get ready. He covers Cool's eyes as purple light blazes. Golden City, a criminal paradise.
They're vibing at the tower's peak. The beacon's his S-tier fave. Piccolo's strat, high ground, city view, easy aura farm. Kook's shook. Cheese is like Megamart next, but Iso's a hard pass. Her fit's too sus.
New fit needed. Maybe a mall trip? Cheese reminds Iso the bag's empty. Iso just laughs. Time to find a new target. He reaches for Ku. Grab my hand.
Shopping time. He carries Ku out, bridal style. Iso tells Ku to prep. He yeets from the rooftop, anti-gravity boots on.
His cloak's crust glows faintly as they drift down. Mall's next, but Cheese needs a glizzy first. So Park Pit Stop it is. A massive statue looms over the city. Izzo waits for Cheese's glizzy, while a kid wonders why Sis is scaling it.
Izzo, who's wild and out climbing the symbol of pace. That's a federal felony. Who's that clueless? Then it clicks. He knows exactly who. He looks, and boom, Cool is scaling it.
She's on the statue, waving at Izzo like a proud kid. Meanwhile, Cheese is having his glizzy. Shopmaster's tied. Cheese is raiding herbs. He spots cops booking it to the plaza, like, what's happening? He realizes his own squad messed up. Cops yell at Cool, get down. Climbing's forbidden, they'll use force. Good thing Cool's blonde or they'd have shot first, no cap. She looks around, panicking.
Cheese clocked this was a major caper. Innocent or not, a year locked up. Gotta move fast. He slapped on shades, dipped with his glizzy, ready to ghost.
Selling out his squad? Total villain core. Then someone yeets a flashbang, blinding and dropping everyone. Iso's like, never again with her. Meanwhile, Cheese, dagger on tail, tears through enemy lines, going full hero mode. No teammates left behind.
He's all about friendship power. Iso, stop capping. He saw him dip. Cops moved, pants already shredded, pulled up to a luxury boutique.
Isso's panting, low-key relieved they kept their heads. Manager yells, hands off! Golden Legacy is for the bougie, don't smudge our glass. Iso grins at Cheese. Glass gets dirty quick, huh? What's the play? Cheese just licks it. A slimy spit trail clings. Manager's about to go feral. A dirty sewer rat licked our glass.
But Cheese just slaps $1,000 on the spit. He keeps going, a stack dangling. Manager's about to lose it. A crusty rat licking their glass? Seriously? Then Cheese slaps $100 on the spit.
Ice was like, my bad, grab all the cash you want. Your tip for the dirty glass. Manager's attitude flipped faster than my dad's when I bombed math. Dirty glass? He doesn't care. It's gonna get dirty. Duh.
They're outside. Just come inside already. Sm. He pockets the cash, low-key, while ISO waves from inside. The manager then asks ISO what he's looking for. A trench coat, suit, or a cape, Piccolo style.
ISO tells the manager, no threads today, just styling Cole. Manager rushes to Cole, asking her outfit vibe. She just smiles, looking kinda lost. That smile? Instant heart melt. Never seen such a stunning face. Flawless skin.
Too busy with the rat and kid, he missed the manager, a total stunner. He low-key pities her, enslaved by a short king's massive ego. Hiso tells the manager to flex their best evening gowns. A tenant immediately brings out counts, dragging her to the fitting room as she calls for master.
Iso tells him to chill. Cool, don't be extra. He sighs, waiting for her. Manager pours Iso tea, tells him to wait. Spoiled rich kid. He's like, tea's bitter. Hard pass. He clocks Cheese trying on hats.
He wants that Black Blast soda. Cheese gets the can, tells ISO to back off. He's focused on his club hat. 20 minutes later, manager's back, same energy. Leave him. Tenant nervously tells ISO Kush won't undress. Can he help?
Iso storms in. Kush is shaking. He tells her to chill, change. He'll be outside. Reassured, she keeps calling him master. Iso confirming he's there. She keeps calling him every few seconds. He replies, still here. Finally, she steps out, slaying in a red dress. Iso side-eyes her. Manager's hyping dress. It's a designer's fire piece. His GF will slay. Iso grumbles, I'm not his GF, just a maid. Manager's not buying it. Who brings a maid to cop a dress this pricey? Iso told the manager it wasn't hitting, demanding better. Manager, apologetic, promised fire fits. If they couldn't serve his taste, no one on the boulevard could. This was just the start. Next, she rocked an elegant green dress, giving total Leaf vibes. Iso liked the design, but it wasn't it. Next dress, it was everything. She looked so fire. Iso was shook. The manager knew this was the one. Their best dress, a replica of the Emperor's. It's the Empress of the Golden Empire. A black limo pulls up, black carpet rolling out. Manager's tweaking. Totally forgot Lady Renee's visit tonight. Isao's like, who's this Lady Renee from the Black Palace? Manager shoves them into the fitting room, like, hide, ASAP. If she spots you, it's 1,000 lashes. You're totally cooked. Just then, a total stunner steps from the limo. Raven hair, porcelain skin, ice-cold vibe. Lady Renee. Barefoot and cold, she whispers. Her manager, a total boss, whips out her sword, conjuring a flame curtain to warm her. Who is this person? Bossing demons and ice yokai. The demoness makes a flame wall for her master's safe stroll. Manager greets her. She's been eyeing that designer goth Lolita dress. He laughs. Obvi, it's here. We gatekeep it.
Iso and the trio clock the manager simping hard for Renee. She's Kroya Fam, a world noble. Cole grunts trying to join the convo. World nobles live in Golden City Paradise. The city's their playground. So why's one here? Iso's like, Paradise gets boring, duh. They need normies for kicks.
Black carpet unrolls. Manager points to a red draped shape. Almost there. Renee halts. Attendant nervously explains. Black gold carpet's gone. Demoness screams. Pathetic. Y'all knew Her Majesty was coming to this basic shop and you're out of black carpet?
Now what? Expecting a noble to walk barefoot on this grime. They're begging, but for this blunder, mercy's cancelled. They know the vibe. Daggers out. Blade heart ritual time.
Seppuku? Nah, blade shatters. Renai's Buddhist bro Shinku tries to show mercy, but before a tie, he gets bodied by her. Guards are floored. Shinkai reaches for Renai.
She grabs his hand, steps over the attendant, fixing the carpet sitch. The trio wonders, are all nobles this extra? Iso's got a new idea. It's a rare chance to snatch someone as OP as Renee, get enough bread to be set. Cheese reminds him, we're not robbing banks, breaking rules, or beefing with heroes.
Kidnapping a global noble? Our lives will be rough. Iso's like, I don't care. We need wild clout. Cheese claps back. Nobles have insane power, influence. They're IRL Richie Rich. Build Garden City, their playground. Renai, perched on her attendant, eyes the shape. Manager proudly unveils it. Our store's goat piece. Still beefing about snatching the noble girl or chilling? Suddenly a scream. The mannequin's dress was destroyed, exposing everything. The whole marriage vibe was off. Renai's like, is that my dress? The demoness and Shinkai pulled weapons, ready to end this sorry excuse for a store. Iso instantly gets Cheese trashed the dress. Cheese admits it. Bored, just flexing his new dagger to annoy the manager. They had no clue they were poking a world noble. Kofel stutters, wanting a look. Oops, trips, yeeting Iso out.
Meanwhile, Renai's grilling the manager. Manager spots Izo bumbling out, instantly blames him. Cheese face palms. Nah, fam, this ain't it. The demoness snatches his collar, lifts him like he's weightless.
Izo still whips out poison, baiting the demoness. Manager's embarrassed, trying to save his own neck. Demoness laughs, calls him a troll, vows to poke his eyes. Then Renai, out of nowhere, says stop. Turns out she actually vibes with the dress. It's giving different, exciting, a total slay. Everyone gasps, including the trio. They're shook she likes the shredded dress.
The demoness still wants to beef with Izo, but Renai's like, chill. She drops Izo, telling him to behave. Izo's hyped for tomorrow's headlines. Renai kidnapped by great villain Izo. Dragon spider toxin or power burst grenade? Decisions. Renai, meanwhile, is like, what are you even on about?
One look, she knew he was bad news. Izo froze. This wasn't the plan. Cheese still covered Kowal's mouth. Renai walked to her attendant, asking if comrade wasn't enough.
Renai's like, was this whole show just a simp for my family and attention? She smiles, grind up the ranks. She's the CEO. He went all out for her. Kneel, kiss her feet, and she might make him a servant.
Demoness is shook. Why's he kissing her feet when she hasn't? Girl just smirks. Her first time letting a guy do this. She's low-key thinking head stomp, but Izo ain't no simp.
Izo told Renai her feet were gross. Hard pass on kissing those. Everyone was shook. He pressed, you're rich, why no shoes? Your fam's loaded. Cop some Gucci kicks. Why the barefoot vibe?
Barefoot? Hard pass. Major infection risk. Renai, holding back tears instead of raging, threw a tantrum. My feet get perfumed daily. They're not stinky. She raised her hand. Izo smirked. This was the moment.
She's about to strike, but Courageous poofs in, wrist grab. Couldn't even handle a murder bot with a toddler's brain. Demoness whips out her blade. Back off, young miss. Still clinging on. Renai tells her Demoness, sheath it.
Renai still rates Cold for standing up to bullies. She wants the girl and Izo back at her estate, working under sweet conditions. The demoness and manager are shook. Even Izo's clueless. She even asks his price to dip. He just smiles.
Fam name or not, he's not giving up Kuroya. No deals for her, period. He's finna snatch her. Golden City's top villain move. Demoness tries a vibe check, too late. Izo lobs a grenade, purple smoke everywhere. Shinkai's power dips. Demoness tries to grab Renai, but she's ghosted. Moonlight escape. Izo and Shees, each with a prize. Big W.
Izo's like, chill, bro. My powerless grenade? They'll be so shook they won't know their names. Boom, Shinkai's yelling stick figure white-haired kidnapped master. Demoness screams chubby blonde with freckles took him.
They're totally wiped, more clueless than Goku finding out marriage isn't food. Renai's all tied up at their lair. Izo welcomes her to the Golden City's sickest villain base, flexing as the GOAT Alchemist, ancient fam descendant. Cheese brags she's ultimate villain hostage. Cool joins the vibe, cackling, spooking the duo. Izo yells, bro, why tell her not to leave if she's just gonna do it anyway? Cheese whines about her messing up the evil aesthetic. Renai just smirks, pulls off the gag.
She's like, top villains and your gag game is this weak? Cheese whispers, our villain cred is getting clowned. Izo whines, I was on gag duty. Cheese claps back, I tied her hands and feet and she's totally free. They start beefing and Renai just poofs.
She snags a chip while Curry raids the snacks. Iso's got a gun to her head. Hostage. Back to the chair, or it's gonna be wild. Renai just smirks. Scarier than my fam's punishments. Iso's like, huh?
First, the crushing pit. They shove you in, stack iron plates till you're spaghetti. Next, a low fade, then a molten helmet, inspired by our ancestor, Khal Drogo. Third, centipedes drilling holes, burrowing through your whole body. No cap.
The victim's body is morphing into a centipede breeding nest. Cheese is about to hurl. He asks if sending her back untouched means they dodge punishment. Izzo snaps at the rat. Bro, are we a charity to just hand her back?
Cheese screams, no body mods! I'm good with the holes I have! Renai's like, chill, those aren't for you. Kidnapping an heir, that's just warm-up. Your punishments will make you wish you were never even spawned.
Cheese is shook. Renai cackles, offering a deal. No family torture, full pardon for the snatching, and a huge bag. One condition. Cheese, still shook, asks, what? Renai's reply, she wants to join their gang, be a criminal. They stare, like she's lost her marbles. She wants a bougie, budget criminal life.
Why? Renai's bored AF, suggests crimes and fun. She's got an Amex Black, unlimited weapon funding. Cheese is down, but Iso asks conditions. Renee laughs. One rule, my word is law. I veto everything. Iso swats the card. Nah, I'd rather die than lose autonomy.
Cheese just yeeted him, pledging loyalty to her. New mission, whatever she wants, just drop the bag. Iso's livid. You're a rat. Where's your dignity, simping for cash?
Cheese yells, we need a backer for this epic crime. Iso tells the girl, I'm the fam's boss. No handouts, no orders. He tells Cheese, spider talks her, tie her up, send a note to her fam. Renai warns, Iso, we'll get 0 cash from the snatch.
Fam tradition, get snatched, you're ghosted. The crew hunts ops, unalives them, flexes bodies like trophies. She switching the script. They get mad stacks, no micromanaging. Her one ask, help her off the current fam head, her own father.
Izzo freezes, wondering if he bit off too much. The squad's feasting. Lobster, ribeye, Big Mac. A waiter's nearby. Cheese is shook Izzo took the gig. Izzo's like, for that bread, he'd off anyone's dad.
Cheese cackles. What if she said to off your dad? Impossible. You don't even know him. Iso looks away. Mom always said, revive clan, take Golden City, then you'd know your daddy. Cheese laughs. Master's a gatekeeper. Forget daddy drama. Let him enjoy his easy quest. Focus on the feast, then figure out how to yeet the target.
They bagged 20 million gold pounds, a haul 10 bank heists couldn't match. At the estate, Shinkai and the demoness were stripped, plunged into a cold bath. A mysterious man stirred a goblet of leeches. He explained, unlike centipedes, leeches slide into human holes smoother, laying hundreds of eggs in one go. He's definitely upgrading the centipede torture.
She's literally shaking and peeing herself. He's a menace. He tells them they're honored to be his new torture subjects. The demoness whines about rescuing the young lady. He just laughs. He forgot the kid's face, and you're talking rescue?
Leech is about to drop. Demoness screams, blade heart atonement. Renai pops in, tells Dad to stop. Goblet smashed. She bolts to Renai, hugging her, relieved. Later, Renai vibes with the moon. Demoness thanks her for the save.
She whips out chips, tells the demoness to try 'em. Demoness is sus. It's banned at home. Renai's like, fur, just taste it. Demoness is shuck. It slaps. What happened? How'd you escape? Cheese says it's a W for a guy your age to score a sugar mama. Izzo yells, bro, cut the cap. Mission first, then we're ghosting. Cheese reminds Izzo, take out the current head, make Rene boss, and you're set for life. Plus, you got your payback, right?
Our dude's revenge? Wild. He used a modded feather to tickle her feet. The itch was intense, pure torture for her feet of herself, but her face said she was vibing. Now she's staring at her feet, catching major feels.
Manager's getting grilled by cops, capping about a giant bunny and iPad dude robbery. Cop's not buying it. Then another baddie busts in. Cop yells, nah, this ain't your vibe. She flashes her ID. Plot twist, she's the new police chief.
Cop stares. New chief? Hello Kitty boots? She laughs. Gotta be an old dude in a suit to be the boss. She totally is.
Cop's not buying it. She ups the ante, flexing her assets. Cute cop? Grab a mallow for a sec, but only if you're a good boy. He feels a type of way, then dips to cool off. Bruh, this is wild. He needs to ask the gatekeeper why she's chief. Then a massive minotaur rolls up to Mark. Greeted the new chief of staff.
Blackhorn, captain of Team 1. Mark finds the new chief kind of distracting, but Blackhorn and the squad are hyped. One's like, she gave me a lollipop, I'm ride or die. Another wants to be her daily water boy. Blackhorn tells them to stop simping and not underestimate her.
The last chief got slimed by a mysterious gang, so other branches took over. HQ just sent this new girl, Baba Polia. Blackthorn tried a background check, but no work history. Looks like she was downloaded straight from her account.
Baba Polia rolls up, asking what's good. They're shuck. Line up, and she's like, chill. Next morning, the new chief of staff drops in. Blackthorn and the squad are hyped. With a cost serving that much slay, work was def not happening. She's all, I'm different. Wants them to vibe, go hard, solve cases wild. Someone's like, that's a bit much. Baba Polia points, good on you for speaking up. She drapes an arm around him. Afro guy's like, is this my lucky night? A kiss? Instead, a frog sticker on his face. He sighs. The new chief's a total tease. She's declared the bank robbery and kidnapping cases are linked, investigating them together. Find clues, get a date with her.
That's enough to hype every guy for miles. Blackthorn's on a mission, full send to crack this case. She just smiles, checking a rare pic of Aso and Co. flying high, snagged in the town square. Butlers at Golden City Grand Theater are gossiping about the new pic. Playwright Miles dropping in. Plus, the Hellhounds assassin squad is on the loose.
It's chaos. World nobles got targeted. Hellhounds are here to clap killers. The butler's eyes snag on golden hair. ICO and Cool stride in, looking like a power couple. Cheese warns him, stop staring at Mistress's bakery or lose your eyes.
He's apologizing like crazy. Other guy, no ticket check, nervous one, noble look, no drama. ISO head pats are for the Oscar-worthy act. She's hyped for a golden retriever face lick. He quickly gives her a pacifier, saving his dignity and V-card. They gotta memorize the theater's layout. Next Friday's show, the fam's head and nobles attend. That's their strike window. They check the posters, walking through the theater. A poster shows Mahil, the drama goat. Kulpa's mind floods with childhood memories. Her dad's protection. Then she was snatched.
2 hours later, map done, Cal's vanished. They're low-key stressed she's wandered off. Still no sign hours later. Meanwhile, Cal's frozen, staring at her dad's poster, gently touching it. A voice asks, "Big fan?"
Her dad walks in, beaming, feeling himself as the GOAT writer. J.K. Rowling could never. His worlds and stories are just built different. They ask Kodal her name, but she shyly looks away. Kodal's about to call her dad when a little girl runs up. "Daddy!" Auntie pops in, telling Mihail not to wander off alone.
She laughs, flexing her dad's playwright fame. Cody bails, heart shattered. Even the sky weeps. She bolts into the streets, mind spiraling, feet on autopilot. The streets are full of girls, too broke for clothes.
Some share crystals, others drop potions for the community. Fra, I need this street's location for research and new drip. Lucille bumps an old man, keeps it moving. Everyone clocks her beauty, but she squats, lost and wondering who she is. A baddie asks if she's lost. A silver-haired, blue-eyed angel asks her to join the 1,000-bird crew. She leans in, telling Call, no personal belongings, dress handed over. She moves to rip it off, but Call grabs her. Gender-bent Gojo tells Call, get those stinky paws off her.
Cool stutters, Master gave me this dress, I can't take it off. The girl smiles. Cool's clueless. She slaps Cool senseless, but the dress stays on. The girl just grins, manifesting blade feathers.
Can't have the suit. She'll shred it. Blades hit with surgical precision, just grazing her. Iso and Cheese are on a mad dash to find her. They hit an alley. Cheese, sense mostly gone, but his notes still catch Calamity's faint trace. Darkstar Street, filthiest, most chaotic gutters beneath the city.
Lost here? No coming back. This is 1,000-bird gang territory. Their girls are unhinged. Even the cops can't handle them. They deal drugs, run gambling, and other services for cash. They'll do anything for money. Assassinations, smuggling, theft, tax fraud.
Main members Silver Phoenix, Lawyerbird, Falcon, Raven. For some reason, they've got beef with men. Darkside Corner, sketchy turf where the crew gets guys wasted, robs them, leaves them smirking on the street. Iso thinks they're just small fry, but Cheese says these girls are no joke.
At the warehouse, the girls were all hyped on Call's drip, but also sus. Time to interrogate. They eyed unconscious Call. Silver Phoenix smirked. Our sis needs a glow up for real. One puffed her pipe, chuckling. The crew's muscleheads scoffed. Men are just simps, period.
The guys behind her agree. And with a muscle mommy like that, even I'd be like, bet. Silver tells Raven to use her soul search ability and dive into her mind. Huge mistake. She has no clue what's about to drop. She leans in, gently pats Calgoan's head. The first scene, Calgoan getting her peaches toasted by Aseo. Those Aseo memories quickly glitch out, replaced by her dad, her rough childhood, joining the Hellhounds and fighting for scraps.
Scraps meant getting clapped, only the strong survived. A girl told her to stay in her lane. Hellhound leader's mantra, no fight, no feed. She was programmed as a hellhound, straight out of the abyss. Her purpose, obey her master, can't die without command, mission till she's ghost. Raven was shook, realizing they bit off way too much.
Snow White and the 7 witches are cooked. Izo's grilling folks with a brain-sucking mosquito. Izo's big mad as test subject ghosted. He warns his captive, you'll end up like your friend. Dude glances over. A fat mosquito slurping his friend's brain. Cheese is shook.
ICO busted out this bug. Dude's panicking. Silver Phoenix and witches are training there. ICO's like, lead the way. They roll up to a total bloodbath. Everyone's shredded. This ain't Culp's vibe. She'd use a heat cannon. So it gives. Silver Phoenix is barely breathing. ICO's relieved to find a survivor, but she's a mess. Dress gone. Blood covered. Cheese gasps at the tattoo. Phoenix Force leader. But why's she naked AF? Izo's like, no cap. Stabilizer for intel. He uses regen juice. Wounds instantly vanish. She's still too shook to spill. Izo's like, cut the PTSD cap. He needs info on the girl in gold. An hour ago, Colt snapped Raven's wrist. Everyone stared at Kelevar. Hair purple, eyes amber. She was a whole different beast. Her new form? Unstoppable. Silver Phoenix's feather blades were zero diff. She snatched them. Her blades yeeted like sticks. Silver was shook. Other girls fronted, but Raven yelled she was Hellhound. She infiltrated the Golden District to unalive world nobles. Silver Phoenix tried to chill things out, asking Kuhl for Raven's price. Others refused, flexing their numbers, but Silver Phoenix was galaxy-braining them all. If she's Hellhound, an army won't even matter. Kuhl's payback, Silver Phoenix got stripped, her own medicine. The other girls were conflicted, wanting to take down Cole, but Silver Phoenix just told them to grab her some clothes, ASAP.
A hellhound just roaming, sus. Then a mysterious winger dropped the intel. Hellhounds don't just walk around. Focus shifted to Doberman. One hit, Muscle Mummy was done. Smoky Girl, then Raven. Next.
Doberman was like, offing them? Easier than squishing a rat. Cheese clocks a Hellhound's behind the carnage, but Iso shook her hairs. Purple again. The Cocoon of Despair experiment never glitched like this. Silver Phoenix begs them to save the others, promising the whole squad. Cheese grins, rethinking. But the others are kinda cooked. Saving them means forbidden tech. Iso's not here for the drama. Tells Cheese to ditch him. Gotta find Kuhl and get her back stat. Can't lose our main project. He wants to drop a kit, but Iso's got no time or patience.
Cheese yells, tossing Silver a preservation kit. Bodies won't rot. Coolus roams the rooftop in her new form. Left arm, right eye, heart fully repaired. Zero memory. Doberman arrives, asking Call where she's been. Mission, off the Black Palace leader.
Why'd she fail and disappear? Cull, looking sus, says she did infiltrate, but got poisoned and ambushed by a priest-vibe swordsman, Don Duskblade. He took her left arm and leg. Doberman clocks him as the strongest, no cap, a living weapon. Losing makes sense, but the real tea, how she got her arm and leg if they were surveilled.
Kuhl's clueless, out cold. Doberman dodges details, mission first. Then a mysterious figure yeets onto the roof, telling Kuhl she's tripping. He's her only master, period. They clock Izo, masked, flexing on the roof. Doberman asks, know this dude?
I saved her. Doberman, she can talk? He even fixed her vocal cords, treated her right. But is she gonna ditch her OG for a new boss? Never. Doberman's hyped. Go murk the imposter.
He's gone. Main quest time. Kuhl accepts, walks to Iso. Shouldn't have simped, she whispers. Iso laughs. He saved her. She's fam. He ain't letting her dip. If she's not a good bird, her buns get roasted again. Her hand instinctively flies to her butt, remembering the discipline. She charges Izio, but a purple hand snags her wrist. Lucille's here too, calling Shaw a useless scrub. Time to settle this, for good.
ICO warns Lucille, no plague virus. If I go berserk, it's going to be wild. Lucille just laughs. Chill. Keep the final calamity in check. Then we crash. Our boy bails, embarrassed. But the real tea? They're just sleeping tonight.
No cap, that's not code for anything. Then it's Doberman time, face to face. Looks like they'll settle who's boss the old school way. Doberman warns Viso, stay beyond 5 meters or get shredded. Cull screamed for Doberman to stop, but too late. He zipped, slicing Iso's throat, blood everywhere. Doberman just called him another deadbeat. Cull charged, but he blocked her blade inches from his eye. He demanded answers. She only wept. Lucille's arm was just there, now gone. She gets how terrifying Cull really is. Cull grunts, didn't I tell you to wait? Her eyes glow with shifting auroras. Doberman asks, you going to betray us? Iseo laughs, slowly getting up. Throat wound? Poof, gone. He was playing her, faking his death to see if Cal cared. Dude's the family head and Purity Research Association chairman. Stabbing? Nah, that won't kill him.
He asks Call to return to her master. Instead of affection, she decks him. Lucille's triggered, almost going nuclear. Call warns Iseo she's not that blonde Krull. Push her, and she'll go full send. Iseo's not buying it.
He pulls out her teddy bear, instantly getting her vibe. Instead of Hellhound staying a mindless killing machine, maybe she should join his cause to Alchemy Max the world, where her faves stay safe. Doberman decides to yeet them both. The whole squad rolls up to clap Izo and his crew. Assassins speed run toward them, but Izo just grins, no cap.
Numbers? Nah, he's got the bigger boom. A shot rings out, a crystal shatters. Dragonlord appears, perched on the building. 10 miles out, everyone's bricking it. An hour back, Chloe's vibe reset to her Hellhound era. They're hunting her.
Whatever other self took over, flexing the Ash Angel arm in Empress Eye, the world would be wildin'. Cheese told Iseo to chill with the overthinking. Iseo's only play to save the subject, unseal Lucille. Only a high-risk subject could rein in another, so he headed straight for Lucille's regen tank.
Cheese says Iso's still comatose, but Iso's low-key aware she can regen from just one cell. She's faking weakness to dodge her cage. All her data is coded into every cell. One cell means she never truly dies, she just respawns.
He's glowing, flexing his smarts. Cheese deadass laughs, says he's smarter than Garrow. But this genius lost control of his subject, had to rizz her the stop. This ticks him off, tells the rat to go sniff Cheese. He tells Lucille to snap back to reality.
Time to stretch those legs. She was instantly game. Cops on donut van stakeout, Chief's eating. Other cop eyes her donuts. She flipped their van into a food truck.
She's like, donut truck arrests? No one suspects. Her new office, period. He tries to object, but she shoves a donut in his face. He's like, public safety, no lazy desk jockey vibes. Siren blares, boots on, she floors it. Car peels out, leaving other cops in the dust. Meanwhile, at the White Queen's, an icy figure stands. Attendant says the chairwoman's resting, but party guests are low-key freaking out about a diagram on the bridge.
Everyone's panicking. Chairwoman's intervention needed. She's a Hero Association member. Attendant, protocol first. Security patrol handles it. Fail, low-tier heroes step in. Still fail, chairwoman intervenes.
They keep bugging the boss for every scrub villain cops can't handle, but this isn't some no-name. It's the OG dragon who wrecked the Empire a decade ago. If the White Queen doesn't act, this valley's toast. Attendant's gatekeeping. She's currently on ice.
Dragonlord's just clapping assassins. Doberman clocks Isos from the legendary Alchemist fam, way back. Dark dragon shadows envelop Doberman. Lucille asks how he wants to go. Malaria, smallpox, syphilis, or HIV. She flicks her tongue. Rabies is peak, because they're hellhounds. Iso gives Cal 2 options. 1, teddy bear, accept fam, alchemy to recover cherished stuff. 2, weapon, work for hellhounds.
Her choice. He's chill. She hides the objects, hand to the teddy. Izo smiles, thinking emotional anchor. Plot twist. She snags the blade, tells Izo to hold the teddy. Business to handle. Lucille smirks, unleashing diseased dragons on the assassins. Doberman, all bark, no bite. Nah, these are hell puppies. Eso tells Lucille to chill, stop being so hot-headed. He clocks Doberman's baiting her, setting him up for the other hellhounds. It worked. Eso immediately yells at Lucille to protect herself. A plague dragon crashes.
She charges the assassins, proud smile. No way those mutts touch precious Iso. Iso closes his eyes. Don't dip like that again, she laughs. Our boy's head squished by 2 gigantic melons.
She vows this will be his permanent safe spot. Meanwhile, Doberman confronts Call. Ready to fight? I know all your moves. Reconsider now or nah. Her stepmom would have iced her without the hellhounds. Suddenly, Call stabs her own hand.
Ezio immediately yells, "WTF are you doing?" Call calmly explains, the 13 fang strikes, eyes, throat, arms, hands, stomach, legs. Trainers strike disciples leaving the org, only way out. She already took the first strike, now she wants Doberman to do the other 12.
Doberman shook. She'd rather self-harm than stay with the hellhounds. Iso snaps. Her body's mine. No one damages it without my say-so. Call side-eyes him, warning. Keep being extra, you'll carry my corpse home. Iso's officially over this edgy hellhound vibe. He just wants his blondie back.
Boy's so locked in, clueless to his head's prime spot. Doberman finally spills the tea on Call's mom. Turns out she was the strongest hellhound in his teacher. She fell for some basic actor, got pregnant. Master spared her, but she kept trying to dip with Call's dad.
Master told Doberman to off her. Her last wish. Finish a teddy bear for her kid. The same one Iso's clutching. Call's eyes went dark. She snapped, vowing to end that dude. Doberman just smirked.
Claws out, he's hyped for a real hellhound on hellhound deathmatch. They clash instantly, sparks flying. Cal gets bodied, Doberman calling her soft. But then he coughs blood, clutching his chest. How'd she learned heart shatter? Cal remembers him saying it's his only weakness. He laughs bitterly. The move he used to Cal's mom, Cal just used it on him. Karma hit different for real. Doberman drops a key, collapses. Iso sighs in relief. Finally, home for snacks. Oops, spoke too soon. Cal suddenly yeets off the bridge. Iso and Lucille just stare, totally shook.
Iso spots a bomb under the bridge. An old man, anti-grav energy tapped, preps to detonate. No escape. He hits the remote. Meanwhile, Cheese blocks traffic, buying Iso crucial time to save Cole.
He's telling everyone there's a sus biohazard blocking the bridge. The real cop's AFK in a crater, uniformless. Chief rolls up, tells Cheese to move it. Ice cream delivery needs that bridge ASAP or it'll melt. She even offers him treats.
Cheese eyes the huge treats and ice cream, instantly caving. Chief smiles sweetly, grabs her gun. Cheese raises an eyebrow. She explains, every district officer, 0 rodent demi-humans. Plus, bank robbery witnesses saw a giant rat. Before Cheese can react, the village bridge collapses.
Dragonlord drops a dark breath across the sky. Izzo clocks the blast, knows Lucille can't buy him time for Cole. Cole grabs his arm, smirking. Finally get I'm the strongest here? Next second, the bridge goes kaboom and smoke and flames. Far off, an old man scopes the chaos, and Elf Batty tweaks his IV.
Old man whispers Doberman held out, but couldn't off his beloved's daughter. Else like Fra. Doberman met Call again. He was cooked. He even started low-key sussing out the world nobility. Old man orders, tell the Black Palace fam Call's location. A third party just entered the chat. Cheese is bugging out, trying to hit ISO. Signal's dead. He dips, leaving Chief and officers. Chief's so pressed, almost got that giant rat.
Old man's coughing hard, legit terrified he'll croak before the golden zone. He needs New World nobility status ASAP or his body's done. Else like, fruh, you think the golden zone has immortality tech? He claps back. Ancient elf, you wouldn't get the fear of aging out. She leans in, top barely holding on, whispering, if you dip, I'm dipping with you.
Suddenly, a voice cuts in. Izo cackles. If immortality was his whole deal, he just had to ask. Bro's out here slinging it like a sus salesman pushing knockoff laboobies. The old man snaps. Who TF is there? Izo proudly flexes. Greatest alchemy master of the century. Duh! Old man shook. 200 kilos of TNT should have yeeted him. No ashes left. Izo just laughs, dusting soot off his wrecked coat.
Lucille clocked the bomb, shielding him with shadow wings, then yeeting them into the river. Lucille smirks proudly. She was low-key touched Iso tried saving Cole, despite her monster status. Old man panics. My guards? Lucille's like, dragon snacks now.
Old man's jaw clenched. Iso lived. How do you find them? Iso smirked. Easy. Remote bomb means detonator was lurking, watching. He slowly cracked his knuckles, promising to torture him till he drops, grab Hellhound's assets, and get payback for his experimental kid.
Iso shrugs. Bombs blew his spot. Bridge blast done, he found the Hellhound's boss. Leader asks what's up. Iso's like, simple.
First, torture. Then, Hellhound assets are his. Revenge for his subject? Done. Leader's like, arrogant Brad. Should have been toast in that blast. But whatever. His body's getting 8,000 slices. Leader tries to hit his throne button, but his hand won't budge. Also laughs. Guess that hand's been real busy.
Leader's like, why can't he move? Turns out our guy just gassed the room with dragon spider venom. Now only Aso can even turn. He also clocked 18 floor tiles were rigged. Asked how, Aso's like, Lucille senses molecularly, so obs I knew which were sus and which were safe. Those 18 tiles form a path to the hall's center, but he wasn't sure about traps by the seat.
Lucille grabbed the old dude, Poison Dragon's yeet, wrapping his wrist, dragging him off as his elf friend screams. Old man begs for his life. He's the dog keeper, the Empire's real ops. He made hellhounds to off anyone who defied him, infiltrating every Imperial branch.
Even the Emperor bows to him. He trained assassins, zeroing out top officials across the West. His org shadow banned the continent. And now, this dude on a power mountain, literally begging? He calls the old man pathetic, like, what's up with these nobles? Old man coughs violently, vision blurring. He's so not ready to unalive.
Something pierces his neck. In a flash, gray hair turns brown. Wrinkles vanish. He sees his hand. He's young again. Aso congratulates him on eternal youth, showing his reflection. He's shook. Immortality already?
So laughs. He's wiping out nobility, taking the city. Old man, spill everything on government secrets or die. Leader hesitates. Redhead baddies tied up, looking sus.
Another turquoise head tied up. Freak off or this dimension's Epstein Island. Sweat and fluids drip into steaming water. A man lies center, girls hanging. Bored, he eyes Cole's pick, wondering why no one's come to off him. Leader spills the tea. This assassination game is just World Noble's flex for kicks.
They want hellhound assassins to just nick one of them, draw blood, for noble cred. Asso shook. They're hiring assassins on themselves? Bored much? Old man agrees. They just keep saying boring.
Low-key, immortality side effect. Asso knows Cool's on a suicide mission, gonna make some rich kid's adrenaline go burr. Cool grips the key. Doberman's words echo. If things go south, his most important thing in container C428. He dropped the cords, told her to grab the goods.
She's trying, but then her hair glows up. Footsteps slow, mind blanks. She reverts blonde. She looks around. Where's the master at? On the curb, footsteps pull up. Always zooming around. Such a problem, child, someone says.
Time to head home. Aso grabs Cole's hand. She grins. They bounce. An hour back, that leader was simping for his life. Now Cole's good. He's like, we're even? Aso's like, am I tripping?
Cole is his. The old man immediately simps, agreeing. Aso asks if he still thinks the Hellhound belongs there. The leader frantically disagrees. She's with their Alchemist fam. That was his bad. The Hellhound org will also serve Aso. He even offers vault keys, half his treasure. Aso accepts, but it's not enough. The leader promises all his assets will be delivered.
Asso's not about the money. Something next level. Points to the elf. Leader shook, hesitates. Deep breath. He tells Garcia, "You're Asso's now."
Garcia collapses. Her bae was trash. Also low-key feels for the elf, chasing forever with a total cat bitch. No cap, she's good. He just slapped a slave collar on her. Boss says they're hellhounds on their leash. He'll play along, even if it's a major L. But deep down, he's plotting. Get the immortality cheat code, then unalive this fam and world nobles. Their final showdown? Legendary. Earth squashed, bones shattered. He'll sacrifice everything until then.
Also grins, telling the leader to reclaim his throne with his new body. He nervously sits, feeling untouchable. Immortality and Compound V1 give him main character vibes for the Hellhounds. Aso smirks. Spin it.
The old man's excitement makes his nosebleed go wild. Then blood gushes from his eyes. Aso cackles, revealing he got hit with secret alchemy juice, V1. It's meant to heal everything, reverse aging. But plot twist, it's only for pure blood alchemists. Normies, they just glitch out and fall apart in minutes.
He's not about traitors who ditch their squad when things go south. Leader's gone, Garcia's head on his lap, trembling. Aso tells Cheese to handle everything. The assets, the body. Careful with Garcia. She's an emerald elf, a legit rare beauty.
Gotta track this clown on a revenge tour. Her dagger's chipped. That's how he found Cool. But now he's in a total nightmare. The pressure is next level. Lucille and Cool are beefing over who gets Aso tonight.
Aso's terrified he'll be ripped apart. She's wonders, pity his boy or be jelly? Aso finally chills, flanked by these clingy baddies, regretting he made them so extra. They're battling hard to sleep with him. She's just vibes with the TV, feeling sorry for himself. His regret? Like complaining your lobster's too buttery, your steak too juicy.
He's had enough. Tells them to stop. Do they really think they can beef over him and he'll stay silent? Keep this up, and they're both sleeping with Dragonlord tonight. Both are apologetic. Lucille reminds Aso, deal's a deal. Aso knows he promised Lucille. If he flakes, she's done listening. She totally came in clutch for him. Now she gets to stay, while Kolj is couchbound for disobeying. Lucille's serving major puppy dog eyes, but Iso's unbothered. Even her marshmallows are depressed. She dips, Cole and Lucille low-key clowning her.
Aso warns her to chill, or she's couchbound too. She just laughs, snuggling closer. Aso's like, dude, gotta pee. She takes him to the bathroom, pulls out his weenie, and he pees. Then Lucille pops up shrieking. His little twig is adorbs.
That's enough to absolutely wreck a guy's pride. Aso totally lost it, and a drop landed on Lucille. She licked it up, getting weirdly into it. Aso was fuming, face bright red. He grabbed sanitizer, chugged it into her mouth, asking, "What is wrong with you, friend? Why are you so unhinged?"
She scrubbed her teeth till they were blindingly white. He leaned in, she lost it, locking lips. Her boy's V-card was on the line. She pulled back. Aso yelled. The deal was just sleeping. Anything else is a hard no.
Lucille just laughs. Couldn't resist. Chill, my pullout game is strong, he tells her. Quit it, go to sleep. Later, he's journaling. Lucille's waiting in bed. How did she not clock him as a loser, fumbling that op? She asks how long he'll write. He just says, sleep.
Lucille's hurt. She tells Aso, if you're that pressed, I'll crash on the couch. Don't fake it. Teary-eyed, she dips. Aso feels the guilt.
He's like, my bad, I'm slammed. He'll crash if she stops the waterworks. She's the main character, always getting her way, not a Kotal. Lucille finally dries up and they just exist, but she's stiff AF.
Azo's like, why is she acting all shy now after being a menace? Cole's crashed. Lucille's low-key nervous. It's finally time to sleep. After 1,300 days locked up, she'd literally manifested this moment, holding hands, kissing, sleeping together.
For 5 years, just a plushie. Now time's moving so slow. She just lost it, bawling. Her feels for Aso are too deep. Aso's like, my bad, I was harsh. Promises no more lockups. She smiles, eyes closed. Meanwhile, Cheese is being low-key sus.
He was watching furries go wild, an epic marshmallow cake fest. Lucille arrived, totally bummed. Cheese instantly switched channels. He wiped his brow, telling her to chill and watch. They watched a cartoon, but Cheese low-key wanted his sus sports back. He wasn't giving up his screen time, so he started feeding her lines. Aso's too soft. If she ignores him, he'll cave. She's letting Lucille win. Time to flex and reclaim her spot. After stirring the pot, he slips back, dropping a sleeping gas canister to KO them. Later, Cheese dips, and Cool salutes before barging in like a super spy. Cheese smiles. Tonight's gonna be wild, and he can finally catch some Z's.
Call was chilling in bed. She freezes seeing Lucille all up on Aso. Lucille smirks. Sleep gas? No effect. She goes full freak mode, licking Aso's throat. Call, absolutely fuming, snatches her hand.
They face off, she yells at Lucille. Hands off the master. Lucille raises an eyebrow. Girl, did you miss the brain cell handout? I wasn't eating him, just licking. Her hand morphs into the Ash Angel. Lucille remembers almost getting roasted last time.
If she goes for it here, she's toast and can't risk beef with Aso. She tells herself to chill. That attack would also hit Aso. She immediately pulls back. Lucille smirks. They're top merc here. Only right they split Aso's love 50-50.
Also snoring hard, probably dreaming about calculus or some low-key useless stuff. They finally link up as Ryder dies, but Kawi's clueless. Lucille is plotting. The city shook. A massive spaceship hovers. A huge barrier surrounds it. Izo laughs. Golden City's mine. Next, he'll reshape the world.
Cole rolls up an army drip. Izo, chill, robe up. Izo grins. About time she vibed. She robes him, but he's bricked. That thing's heavy AF.
He snaps awake, a dream, but reality, way worse, squished between two thick baddies. Why's Cole here? And why's the blanket damp? Hope Cole's dream was chill.
Oh my god, Cole peed the bed. He went off, then realized Lucille's magic made her bladder glitch. Cole was shook, had an oopsie. Esso's like you're sleeping solo now. My experimental subject just peed the bed.
Lucille's flexing. Esso offers her own room. She's like, didn't wet the bed. Iso's like, not too heavy, roll. I'm not that heavy. Ob's cap.
Her melons are huge, so she's heavy. Obs in a good way. Izo clocked she caused the bedwetting. The residents gotta be independent and stick to schedules. Lucille and Cole are both begging Izo not to sleep alone.
They start crying. Cheese cuts in. Chill. Izzo's the fam's prez cat, not a toy to beef over. Everyone freezes. Izzo grins. Bro's got his back.
But Cheese totally fumbled the bag, making a sleep schedule, 6-day split, plus a coin flip for Sunday. Iso was done with his betrayal. He unloads on Cheese, who just cackles. Later, all the days got yeeted.
Each girl gets a day. Iso's nest, Hellhound distro check. He tells them to chill, no beef till he's back. They just smile, promise to behave. Meanwhile, Chief wants all ship records, no cap.
This bald dude face card? Hard pass. He brings the chief the file, then asks her out. Bro, get a grip. She declines, no time for dates. He insists, pulling out a black pearl ring, 20K gold pounds, meant for his wife's 50th. He offers it to the chief. Seriously wild.
Ugly, total scumbag. Has colleagues like, bro, act proper. Don't just hand out gifts. He can literally give it to anyone. The chief just cackles. Figure out why the ship ghosted. Witness, then dinner.
Baldy promises to find it, no cap, even if he searches everywhere. Chief laughs. Not my vibe. Give it to your wife. Back at base, a pool low-key hides Hellhound assets. Electricity crackles. A ship emerges from the depths. Aso smiles.
Black Palace, security, and city heroes are losing it trying to find the ship. They'd never guess an Alchemist matrix yeeted it. He approaches the ship.
Cheese flexes to Aso about the assets. 4,200 tons of gold, mad precious ores, and stacks of foreign currency. Gold alone is like 200 million.
Aso's grinning, ready to cook up alchemy, maybe the Philosopher's Stone. Reserves were low-key dry, so this is a major W. 5 injured assassins are here. Aso plans to brainwash them, send them back to puppet the Empire's org.
Only a few containers left, probably noble bling. Aso tells Cheese to pop them. Cheese whips out a blowtorch, drills a hole, but the vibes are off. A strange screech echoes. Red eyes glow from inside. Aso yells at Cheese to dip, but it's too late.
A tentacle monster just dropped, straight out of a nightmare. Adasso hears they're clueless, but the shackle? Death is Fam's bioweapon. Cheese is like, doesn't matter, we gotta bag it. He eats spider venom, but it just vapes the smoke. Cheese is shook. It didn't work.
Monster slings tentacles at Aso. He hits one with a dissolving agent and it melts. Cheese is hyped, but the monster just chops it off, stopping the spread. Slime gun's bricked. Gotta call Cole and Lucille.
Speaking of Cole and Lucille, Lucille's being her usual extra self. She's literally huffing Aso's boxers, making sus sounds. Cole's like, don't touch the master stuff. Hungry? Eat an orange. Lucille's all nah, but Cole still force feeds her.
She just smiles, telling Lucille they're besties. Corinne gets their friends, and Lucille realizes she wasn't kidding. Aso, meanwhile, wants to see if the monster's really ultra-high risk. She's off to meet Garcia, telling Cheese to deal with the monster. Garcia's restrained with electrocollars and spider toxin.
Aso frees her, antidote ready. She immediately pulls a dagger, aiming for her heart. Aso's like, nah, she's his now, period. Every breath, Aso approved. No unaliving on his watch. Garcia tried to dip, but Aso stopped her, reminding her every breath is on his tab.
The octopus is owning Cheese, who's going ham. It thrives in extreme heat, even sucking up ambient warmth. He curses, needing a stronger weapon to eat this slimy bastard. Aso smiles, telling his bro, no need, our weapon's right here.
He whips off Garcia's blindfold. Her eyes vibe with the creature's, chilling it. Cheese is like, what TF just happened? Aso explains, it's just napping, totally drawn to a rare emerald elf's eyes. Garcia begs for death. Aso, don't yeet your life for some trash who didn't even love you.
She's gotta keep living, period. They pin the Octo between Tentacool and Dragonlord. Dragonlord clowns Tentacle. You look like that sus dude. Tentacle claps back. I'm noble. This is a Tree Teemo knockoff. Cheese confirms every container had one. Sketchy. It was in Cryocy and chillers. The cutting gun's extreme heat woke it up. Aso's still shook why I got this family's ultra-high-risk tag. His mom made it. Only Lucille got one. Price was sus. Cheese asks if Aso's read every archive book.
He has to know the symbol. Aso told his bro, 220 plus entries, so he def missed some. But he does remember the symbol. Supreme sects. They were God-obsessed, turning themselves into monsters. Fam records say his mom bodied most. A few dipped, dimension hopping, gone.
Cheese is shook about rogue Supreme Alchemists, but Aso's just met. He's still salty he didn't have backup. Cheese tells his bro, grab the corpse, use a soul guide, or revive Raven for her intel. Aso's off to grill Garcia. She might know where those containers came from.
Cheese is like, hold up, I'm in. Aso asks the elf about the containers, but she's shook, begging to die. Jesus shook, like what riz did that dogkeeper have to make her want to die?
Aso told Master Splinter to hit her with truth serum. He was like, bet, telling Cheese, mist injector, no needles. Mineral and emerald elves are allergic to metal. Phone rings, he picks it up. For you, Aso. Someone's asking Aso if he's flirting again and if she has to clean up his mess. They realize it's Renee chilling in the bath on her bunny mic. Aso's like, emergency? Renee's all, why the cold shoulder, bro? Cheese smirks. Aso tells the girl, bunny mics for emergencies, not casual chit-chat. Suddenly, a probe hits Garcia and she moans, making Renee lose it, asking Aso, what TF is this?
Is he a player? She wants answers, but Aso's dodging accountability. He's busy choking Cheese, Homer style. Cheese cackles. Interrupt your sugar mommy call. Aso tells Renee and Rat's just pranking. Nothing serious. He's got experiments.
Renee told Aso she's hitting a play with her dad. Deet's coming, then he's good. Later, Garcia's just staring, totally blanking. 3 truth serums in, she still claims 0 clue on its origin. Emerald elves have unique genjutsu and hypnosis magic, right?
Hunted to extinction, their queen was jailed and blinded. They snagged a few elves over time, but couldn't contain them. Until now. She's trying to unalive herself, but Aso's just vibing.
Dude forgot about Cole's right eye. Cole's right eye, the Emerald Queens, lets them own Garcia. Cheese smirks. Sounds like a blast, so they're bringing the squad. They even brought their glorified golden retriever to make Garcia Aso's puppet.
Dude promised a chocolate wafer. Cole grabbed Garcia's face, stared her down. 2 hours later, just a cringe staring contest. Aso and Cheese were stumped. She used the angel arm herself.
Could the Emerald Queen's eye also need this? He leans in.
asking Cole, "Where's your mom?" Her eye immediately pings, resonating with the other Emerald Elves. They lock eyes, intense. Something's shifted. Good or bad? TBD.
Garcia's like, yo, why she got the queen's eye? Aso grins, all according to plan. He tells Cole to drop the order. Cole's silent. Mom and Master Memories flash. Her eyes go wed. Something snaps in Garcia.
She smiles knowingly, walks to Aso. Aso grins, another reliable test subject, bet. He tells Garcia to kneel and call him master. She just pats his head. Call me mommy instead. Aso's like, what even is this? Elf mommy vibes? Nah, he's def not into that.
He's yelling at Cole. What command did you even give her? Garcia's all over him, hugging tight. I know I ghosted, but I'll fix it, promise. Cheese is like, what the F? When did this experiment become full-on roleplay and foreplay? Aso grunts. My mom was the GOAT alchemist, and now she's just a test subject? Garcia flinches. Aso sees his mom, reality glitching. He rubs his eyes, yelling, Rat, don't drop the shades, don't look! Cheese freaks. Cole's KO'd. Aso recalls hosts crash hard after a queen's organ. He screams at Cheese, glasses on, restrain Garcia!
Just as he's about to pull the trigger, Garcia smoothly takes off her glasses, almost getting him with her genjutsu, then smirks. Time for a fam reunion. Aso's fuming, gun up, don't move. But she steps closer, gun to her head. Teary-eyed, she looks at him. For a sec, Aso trips out, seeing his mom, daring him to pull the trigger. It's too much. He's fully genjutsu'd.
Will his future mom keep him on a leash, or can he escape? He struggles, but she mutes him with marshmallows. He acts out, she's like, good boy, keeping him on lock. Meanwhile, Lucille's wondering why that blonde idiot is still MIA.
She's the OG project, super stable. Why isn't she handling it? Suddenly, she clocks Aso, leading Garcia off. Lucille yells WTF, bringing her into our space? Aso swats her hand. Don't talk to mom like that. Garcia gently caresses her face. Love your little boy?
Lucille screams, only I call us a little, not his package. Her hand decays, but she hypnozaps her to sleep. Then boom, she drops. Aso whips out an antidote. Virus is spreading too fast. Got to inject it down there, not her arm. Elf mommy was primed, quickly spreading those cheeks. Aso's low-key freaking out. Needle phobic. Go easy, please. The needle hovers over Garcia's peaches. He blushes full tomato, jabs that flawless skin. She lets out a sus moan. He cringes, looks away, mumbling, one dose won't cut it, another shot needed. She peeks over her shoulder, calls him sweetheart. Go easy, babe.
Iso's real mom is probably crying buckets. He's done with the shots, and she's like, you slayed. Suddenly, his neck emblem buzzes. It senses something sus in Iso's mind, creating a shield to reset him. The metal shield snaps him back. He stares at the needle in the sketchy scene, wondering what was I even doing?
Did he unlock a new kink? Worse, she's telling Iso her dress is soaked in hot stock. Iso's like, what the heck is she doing? He fumbled the Empress Eye and Cole command, mixing wife and mom. Gotta snap everyone back. Use Queen's Eye to reboot her sword. Garcia, stay put.
Game over. He's confused why his emblem didn't clutch him. Garcia suddenly grabs his hand, asking if he's ghosting his mom. Sus Iso hates this elf bimbo's mom act. Delulu is strong. He sees his mom, not Garcia, despite the emblem's cleanse. His ears burn. He tells Garcia to promise to listen, and he won't dip.
She promises. He's like, I'm grown now. I'm in charge. Publicly, no more mommy or sweetheart. Use my full name. Garcia asks, alone, can I still be your mommy? Izzo's like, bet, but break rules and you're cut off. She pops up, still negotiating. She gets it, happy, promises to chill since he's grown, arms open. No one's here, so she wants to tuck him in, snuggle Steve. Iso gulps.
He's trying to justify just vibing. He takes off his coat, low-key missing his mom. He asks when she's back. Garcia smiles, promises never to leave. Boom, new bedtime squad member. Lucille protested hard AF.
She had to grind for the bedtime schedule. This elf just vibes in on day one. Izzo's nerves are fried with this whole mommy drama. Cheese reminds him, recover the 1,000 bird unit. Izzo's like, why save those clowns? Cheese replies, top-tier rogue psychic.
Iso's just chilling. Meanwhile, in the demon realm, a baddie's flexing pole skills for guests. The drug lord's hyping his crew's drug distribution, promising they're set for life. Their boss at the workshop is a no-show. Iso's eyes drift to some serious melons. Suddenly, lights out. Everyone freezes as their boss's corpse drops on stage, a weird head mark.
Everyone's prepped. Dude goes psycho, unaliving all. Only the dancer's left, begging the entity not to offer. She's dead broke, no cap. Mom sick, aunts unhoused, granny bazookaed. A dark shade blooms, spitting facts. Drug dealers get unalived. Her fate? A final vibe check.
Rain starts dumping. Director's assistant hops out her cab, toast in mouth.
Driver spots it, assistant gasps. Whole building red symbol, all drug gang members hanging. Reporter drops the scoop, leaders found strung up. City hero number 7, Nightmaster did it. This drug law execution, a direct troll of the council's drug ring failure. She rants, corrupt officials suck. Go vigilante. Find the cruel angel delivering dark judgment. Nightmaster's aura farming back to the moon, Kate billowing.
This city, Ernie Lords. Until I'm back, no cap, no bug defiles it. Thousand Bird crew, all on ice. Cheese tells Silver, chill, we'll clutch it. But for their help, she gotta drop her identity. Fist clenched, she's in.
Cheese grins, tells her to freshen up. Nude drip. She immediately showers, low-key laughing at herself for swearing off serving men, only to serve a rat. Still, she'd kinda kept her vow. Then she spots the stocking.
Yo, that's some premium flex. 5,000 gold bars? Isa's about to go feral on Cheese for that impulse buy. No console. Cheese just shrugs. Bro, we're loading. It's whatever. She preps. Once that collar's on, her mind and body are company monitored. Any doubt? A needle injects toxins, making her a mindless puppet forever.
She collars up and steps out. Cheese hypes her custom fit. Iso clocks Cheese's negative riz, seeing him as a creep, and yanks him away. Silver offers help, but Iso gatekeeps their family's secret bioalchemy. Silver's like, nah, gotta be there for my girls. She's already collared and uniformed, life sworn to the fam.
Iso grins, bumping her to second assistant. Drop the master title, he states. From now, you and the revived crew call me his lordship. She complies, bowing properly. Briefing Silver on the new title, he hits the lab prep zone. Gowning up, he tells Cheese to scope out revival project essentials before starting.
He looks at the file, gasping. Weren't they just getting the family's immortality shot? Why is he pushing different immortality hacks now? Iso's like, huh? When did he say his precious elixir was in play?
Is he actually brain dead, or did he forget how rare this is? Just 40 milliliters of the alchemy elixir costs 100 tons of gold. The final Calamity project burned through all his mom's elixir and thousands of tons of gold. We've got 4,200 tons from the dog pig keeper, but making more takes forever. No cap, he's not wasting it on some bird-themed OF models. That's for Cole and Lucille, for real.
Cheese gets his bro, but these 3 experiments are super sus. Never human tested, things could go sideways. Iso just smirks. He's pulled all-nighters on the files, knows the fix. Major L incoming.
He's smiling because success means more high-risk test subjects. Cheese laughs, telling Iso he totally gets his type from the subjects he cooks up. Seriously, call him the alchemy woman Iso. First up, it's for Raven, who's chilling in a hyperbolic revive chamber.
Silver eyes Raven. Iso's like, don't even stress. His plan? Use his mom's necromancy research to bring her back. Call in Lucille or MIA. Silver's like, is that even possible? Iso explains, the necromancer fam brought people back, but they became meat-hungry zombies.
Mom's Gen 2 revived humans, but they were demonic, sus, and memory wiped. His version revives souls, memories intact. Raven's soul magic keeps her memory safe, he's sure. He pumps her with soul elixir. A bright light flares. He hits a button. Silver asks to help, but Iso tells her to chill.
He needs her for the next experiment. Green mist swirls around Raven, entering her chest wound. She slowly wakes as Silver gets teary-eyed. Iso tells Silver, 14 days in the tank. Then she's back as immortal, young assassin. Next, they'll treat Falcon, a.k.a. the gym mommy.
Falcon's in a red chamber. Cheese is shook. Iso's using impure OG werewolf genes to make her an undying werewolf. He's also adding stuff for weak sun god powers, but crucially, emerald monarch fluid to keep her a lowly. Iso just grins, telling his bro he hates big dogs. All these ingredients just so she's a short-haired werewolf. No problems, no shedding on his furniture.
Jesus, like, hate dogs? Why make me one? Iso drops the bomb. His mom made it a Purity Society tradition for the Prez to have a werewolf pet. He's not repeating experiments. He wants new vibes. Cheese is still low-key ready to call the cops on his bro for turning a sub-muscle mommy into a lowly furry.
He asks Silver if she's just gonna let it happen. Silver just bows. She's just stoked Falcon's reviving. Iso's low-key thrilled Silver's so chill, wishing his problematic girls, Lily and Lucille, were too. Cheese is like, and me?
Iso, sketchy. They need a ghoul's wedding dress from the Forbidden Room. Needs a soul-weakening field, no ghost. Cheese yeets to the wall, yelling, hard pass on a dead girl's wedding dress, too creepy. Iso, stop whining, or that dress is going to be in your closet while you sleep.
He's yelling Iso's been ghosting him since Lily entered the chat. Silver watches Iso on Falcon, low-key shook by his alchemy game. He gives her brother vibes, who always drew and made her ballet shoes. Falcon starts shrinking, a tail pops out of nowhere, and she gets cat ears.
Iso's relieved it's done, then Silver just pats his cheek. Iso's like, huh?
What the heck? This wasn't part of the experimenter tour. Silver explains, your reward for reviving Raven and Falcon. She also apologizes.
Isa's like NBD, but zip it next time. He needs to clarify he's no Homelander, saving people without motive. He's just after more alchemy experiments. Silver's still unbothered, just worried about his stamina and if he's sweating. Izo's low-key feeling bad about overtraining her.
She's way too obedient. Next up, Kotanori. Cheese snags a diabolical suit. Zero info on it, just rocked centuries back. Cheese whips up a soul-weakening barrier.
Izo tells him, dip with the dress, leave the soul, or get mind-warped thrice. Cheese argues, bro, she's dead, but I still see those long ghostly gams. Izo snaps, dude, stop thinking with your downstairs brain. Cheese laughs. They nerf the ghost, seal the matrix, and Kotanori rocks the dress. He mashes controls, the dress lowers, fusing with her flesh.
Things went sideways. Red mist poofed, blanketing everything. Didn't clear even after an hour, becoming a whole vortex. Izo just laughs. He's about to dive in, but Silver's like, nah, I got this.
He's done enough for her, sis. Iso's like, chill, it's no biggie. He's the grand alchemy prodigy. He won't mess up. Silver's touched, finally trusts him. Also, why is her master low-key cool and adorable?
Iso's in, dealing with radiation and red mist. Suddenly, Cheese is like, heat's everywhere. Something sus. Silver wants to save him, but Cheese blocks it. Iso didn't ask. Gotta prep for worst case. Her going in could totally mess things up.
Also, Iso's from the OG alchemy fam. Nothing this century could kill him. The entity after him isn't trying to kill him. It's something else. Iso wonders if he's suffocating. He checks his monitor. Something sticky's on his clothes.
Next sec, he's naked, eyes on Kotanori's wedding dress. Her eyes snap open, locking onto Iso. Renai's dreaming of marrying Iso, crowd cheering. Sucks a marshmallow pony which already bagged him. Iso kneels, kisses her hand.
Cheese is shook, snapping a pic. Kotanori manifests a ring, tells Iso she's his wifey forever, no cap. Cheese tells his bro he's hyped Kotanori got rizzed by a baddie again. Dude's luck and wrist stats are defo 999. He's low-key raging inside. Should have checked on Kotanori. Silver's wilding out. This was a resurrection experiment, not a hostage wedding. Plus, he's a minor. The ring glows crimson, and Aso's in a wedding dress. Aso slowly stands. Kotanori grins. Perfect groom vibes. Now it's his turn to ring her. Aso smiles, tells Cheese to grab his ring.
Cheese wonders if Aso's totally lost it. Dignity too. No ring, no wedding was even planned. Aso's like, shut your yap and get it from box 154. Cheese plays along, wondering if Aso's pulling something.
Lucille's bored, wondering why Aso locked her in this bougie room. And the blonde bimbo's MIA. Only got the shameless elf mommy, flaunting her cake, cooking beef stew. Lucille's fuming the elf keeps vibing near Aso's bed.
She's dealing with her personally. Gersi rolls up, offers Lucille stew. Lucille's nod turns to yes after a sniff. She grabs a bowl, sniffs for poison. She's immune to everything, by the way. Then they spot Cheese acting sus, just vibing past.
Lucille tails him, sussing out the tea. Cheese hits a button by Aso's mom's portrait. A hidden door opens to a vault. Cheese finds Aso's box, then eye scans. AI confirms Cheeseball, Aso's top assistant, a certified creep and total simp.
To confirm it's him, a tongue twister, Aso tells the AI to stop clanking and move on. The AI threatens a rat extermination program. Cheese immediately does the tongue twister. Next test, a cat mating call.
Dude's also juggling on a unicycle, then telling the AI his top 10 cringe moments. Aso yells at the bot to chill. Suddenly, a ringtone. Aso's voice, smiling, reveals it's pre-recorded. He finally hands Aso the ring. She slips it on, smirking mischievously. Cheese is like, why is he grinning?
Did he finally clock his luck, or is that ring a whole trap? Lucille follows Cheese, sees Aso on one knee with the bony witch. She loses it, summoning plague dragons. Cheese tries to chill her, but she's raging, promising to devour everything. Aso tells Lucille he never planned to marry. My dad said the same when he went for milk.
Their fam thinks marriage is cringe. They just smash and deal with child support later. The ring? It's a containment field, low-key trapping Kotanori. Last soul barrier weakened the host, so this tracks. He was kinda shook when Kotanori stripped.
He decided to vibe with it. Asu and Silver were shook by his big brain. Lucille was still fuming, but Aso tried to yeet the ring. He failed hard. Cheese, a real MDP, offered to chop off his bro's finger. What a goat. Kotanori smirked. This ring, forged with pure love and friendship power, couldn't be removed by force. As long as it's on his ring finger, she's his bride. Aso was absolutely tilted. Kotanori tells Aso, no cap, it's stuck. The ring bursts with magic. Lucille's like, Cheese, secure the bag. Suddenly, alter. Kotanori smiles.
Your alchemy matrix is fire, but no match for love's power.
Aso's like, PJs? Seriously? He's grabbing her massive melons. Got a summon for bro, he's in danger. Lucille tries to intervene, but Aso tells Katanari, stop! No more wedding games!
Flashy tricks, alchemy restraint, power fades, transformation's done, and the dress poofs as she's out cold. Aso smirks, losing to his own experiment? Hard pass. Lucille zooms to Aso, covers his eyes, plucking his ears with her marshmallows.
Chief's just munching squid. Cop's like, what the F is she doing? Chief drops the bomb. You're my assistant. I'll call you whatever I want, period. He sighs. Why me? She cackles. 'Cause you're the only V-card loser here. So yeah, I'm gonna overstimulate you. No cap.
Meanwhile, a kid asks his mom what a V-card is, wondering if it's like Pokemon cards, making mom grumble about shameless kids. Lucille, though, is looking like a snack. Fancy dinner, fire ring, best night ever. But she's still big mad. Aso tells her to forget the wedding. He tried everything to make it up to her, but she's still salty. Why is this blonde third-wheeling their date? Aso sighs. Can't ditch them. Their collective IQ was literally -17. At Gordon City's biggest supermarket, Aso tells the girls to cop whatever. 2 carts. Just one rule.
Cart's a no-go, but the girls were like, bet. Aso hears, why bother? They'll just marry her. Cop's in the same vibe. Chief's running the market.
Chiefs scoff. Desk duty ain't solving squat. They knew that creep and dummy swiped mad gold, so obvious they'd be flexing. Where else but the region's biggest supermarket? Cop still sus. Then boom, Aso and his main squeeze. Chiefs cackle. Tonight we feast.
She's literally echoing Aso like she's got mind-reading hacks. Aso's checking cheeses, then bam, something hard pokes his head. He's low-key hoping it's not Big Terry. He turns. Chief of Police. Red gun. Aso faces his ultimate nightmare.
You're under arrest. Hands up. Aso raises them. Chief gloats. I'm the new Safety Bureau Director. Aso smirks. You're welcome for Bullet Gentleman. I literally slimed him so you could get this gig. But try to cuff me without consent, you'll just end up slime. Chief laughs. Pro's got game. I know what your girls are capable of. One probably caused that citywide shutdown 4 years ago. Aso laughs. Big brain move. If you don't chill, this supermarket's gonna be another 9/11. Chief's got coupons to burn. Low-key amused. Even dangerous ones are sims for claw machines. She scattered those coupons to distract the squad, securing a solo showdown with Aso. Now they're chasing cheap plushies while their master's about to get bodied. Called it. Girls are epic failing at the coupon machine, fighting over turns. Aso's playing it cool, but she's tripping. With them gone, she's next for something worse. Inside, Aso's low-key roasting them for falling for a dumb trick. He taps his finger. A hidden gas canister bursts, filling the air with spider venom. GG.
Asko asks if she's numb yet. Chief was prepped, mask on, knew his victims get insta-paralyzed. She cuffs him. He's stuck, cuffs enchanted, totally spiraling. Meanwhile, the girls finally snagged something, but it slipped. They're losing it. Lucille's done with this machine clowning her. Class shatters. Atheso's pendant snaps the hypnosis. Intercom blares. Evacuate. 2 girls are wrecking a claw machine. Chief's like, stop your chaos duo. She spots a scorpion, ready to sting her throat. No cap, that's wild.
Aso recalls his scorpion. 1 sec slower on those cuffs, he tells the chief, and you'd be venom pumped. She laughs. Chill, Aso. Fix your experiments or they'll trash the claw machine. Aso's annoyed, but she's right. He storms off. Mind your own biz. He scoops up the girls, takes them home. No toasting buns, just timeout.
No sleep for them tonight either. For our boy, that's a whole mood. Silver's like, no sleep and timeout? Kinda harsh, boss. Cheese laughs. Next time, I'll teach him how to clutch the claw machine. Then a pink light glows from his coat.
He pulls a pink can from his coat. Poof! Weird pink gas everywhere. Girls prepped for master's CPR, but plot twist, not toxic. Meanwhile, the cop's getting clowned by the chief again. She's like, clothes on the nightstand, I'm showering.
He eyes a pic of the city's first mayor on her desk. The chief, mid-sponge bath, knows Aso's got world-changing power and serious connections. She figures if she can glow up this delinquent, he'll help the city become a battle-ready zone. The girls check on Master. He's totally fine, no cap. They peep a phone number forming in the mist.
Aso clocks this ultra-freak channel. She slipped him her digits. Now they can hear her chat with top brass. Aso's pissed. She pocketed him, making him look like a player hitting up the police chief. He did nothing. Can't even with this wild girl. Cheese wants to try the channel, but it's a trap. They'd lose their location tuning in.
5 seconds later, Aso whips out his best jammer, tunes in. Before his evil plan, a kiwi slice gets shoved into his gob. Elf Mummy's here, stopping him from starving. Before he can complain, Melon goes right into his Yelp hole.
Garcia tells Aso fruit is crucial for growing men. He needs his greens to make his woody big and strong.
Aso's like GTFO. I'm eating my fruit, calling it a burden. Cheese and the girls are down to take that burden, nomming all the fruit. Aso's punishment? Birthing position all day. No food or water. And somehow, they're still vibing.
He tunes the radio, and a kindergarten poem starts playing. The chief snickers, "Pests already here?" Cheese goes, "Pests? Nah, we're super pests." Aso's like, "My bro's got negative brain cells, fra."
He snags the phone, telling the chief no beef. She just giggles, rubbing her peach, but a little date. Lucille's triggered, promising to unalive her and drop a brain-eater curse. Cool drags Lucille away, still screaming about offing that pink bimbo.
She cuts to the chase, knows he's after the noble fam. She can help. Later, they link up solo. Cop's not vibing. Aso's a high-key criminal, 100 charges deep. She doesn't care, calls him a pest. She tells the cop, with the right conditions, even pests can be useful.
A flea could low-key solve that annoying dog problem. Shorty's trying to fix him, but he's a menace. Meet up at Uncle Tom's, the GOAT burger spot. Cheese was low-key impressed by her intel. Aso wants Silver to tag along. Silver shook.
Being with him? An honor, but she felt weak. Aso grins, leading her to a huge frozen can, pulling out a legit alchemically crafted cryo-silver blade. Then he tells her to lift her skirt. Silver shook.
Nah, fam, that's not how you lay the pipe. She starts fronting, but also reminds her she'll be head-made. Gotta be stronger. Silver just vibes with it, but she'll definitely say asking a girl to lift her skirt is not it. Also, suddenly is like, what the heck are you doing?
Why's she lifting her skirt? He just wanted to peep the phoenix feather blades on the hem. He crushes one with his cryo silver blade. Major weapon upgrade incoming. Aso checks the inner feather blades, pulling out his silver blade.
Her Tamu knives instantly shattered. She shook. Aso flexes the blade's S-tier composition. His frost silver is OP, corroding any metal weapon. Silver asks, what if this touches skin? Aso explains organic life forms get hit with a high-tier ice spell, turning into an instant popsicle. Deadass. He learned that the hard way, courtesy of Tentacle. Silver wonders why his hand's fine.
His glove is special, fam. Anti-cold, anti-gooning. Silver's impressed, thinking it's for some OP enemy. Iso looks away, low-key. Turns out, he was just salty because the ice cube diluted his drink and ruined the vibe.
Dude wanted a forever cold metal, so he made frost silver. Only catch, Cheese drank it, got iced. Now he's forging new phoenix feather blades for Silver, but she needs ice training to use them right. Silver's mind drifts to a different kind of icy, naked training. She shakes her head, but her real experiment is just popsicles.
She's gotta down mad popsicles and ice cream. Being human, she'll feel totally iced from the inside. Frost Silver's the same, but she can resist. Our boy's low-key plotting ways to get his headmate to slurp a popsicle. Then Katornori opens her eyes and crashes out. Silver's got so many popsicles, she's getting brain freeze. Ice was like, keep it pushing. Then an alarm blares, big time, something seriously sus. They bolt to high containment. Iso checks the Sparrow's canister. Empty. She's ghosted. They search the room, but she's nowhere. Good thing, she still has the tracking ring.
Tracker check. She's chilling on the Dragon Lord like it's a puppy. Katanori asks Iso why he gatekept their adorable pet. Cheese, full simp mode, explains it's a six-binged black flame dragon descendant he raised from a hatchling. Iso's fuming. He snaps, a purple barrier trapping Katanori, forcing her to tap out.
Iso tells Katsunori, my test subjects aren't toys. Get it straight. I'm not anyone's husband. It's just the dress. Silver's like, oof, harsh, but he did help everyone. Then Iso just starts crying. She asks, bro, when'd you get so soft? Iso just cries, no clue why.
His ring starts low-key glowing. Katanori explains it reflects her pain if he hurts her. Iso, still crying, tells him to ditch those feelings, claiming they're just leftover vibes from the Demon Queen's dress. She admits inheriting memories, but her reason to marry him is different.
He was chill in the red mist. That's a defense mechanism. Every demon lord has one. Without a compatible soul, you're shredded. Race, age, size? Nah, she doesn't care. Soul compatibility is the only vibe.
Iso facepalms. Cheese offers to sort her out on two conditions. First, 5 million gold for his own use. Second, no questions on how he does it. He whispers to her. She smiles, tells Iso she'll be made, if she's headmaid. Silver was shook.
Men were always the enemy, but Sis was the real op. Lily Iso freezes, shook by the condition. Silver approaches Kotonori. She begged the master to bring them back, only to wake up stronger and immediately become a homewrecker? The audacity. Kotonori thanks Big Sis, but the head maid has to be the strongest in the biomaid corps. No cap.
It's the only way it'll hit. Silver's fuming, but she lets it slide. She tells her, keep your word, lead the squad, serve the master well. Kotonori was shook. She promises to do her job, then playfully roasts Silver's goody-made vibe.
Uniform's kind of fire on her. Silver's low-key embarrassed but super grateful to Master. No cap. No drama from her. She's a real one. Even Isaka sees it, setting up Silver versus Kotonori. Winner gets head made. Cheese cackles.
A battle royale? Bet. Once a Raven and Hayabusa are also up, Kotonori just laughs, ready to school everyone. Later, Iso's like, what's he even saying?
Maid ranking cop? Can he not be down bad for a day? Cheese cackles. What's wrong with watching hot maids throw hands? Iso asks if Kotonori would accept losing, but Cheese is like, nah, she didn't lose with that Demon King dress boost. Silver versus the Ice Stick Girl? How? Iso smiles. Duh, she just needs to master Frost Silver. 3 days later, Hayabusa's having nightmares. Doberman chokehold. The dog whispers. She wakes with a jolt. Her sisters are already here.
No worries. Iso committed a war crime, nerfing Muscle Mommy's massive rack. Hayabusa hates that dog training dream. The girls look away, too cringe to mention her body changed.
She smiles, gets up, tail wags. She vows no one will treat her like a dog. Kotonori laughs. "Da, you're a dog now." Hayabusa eyes Kotonori, wondering at her savage vibe. She whips out a mirror, hands it to Hayabusa, who freaks out. After the drama, code names drop. Silver's Alpha, Kotonori's Beta, Raven's Pi, biggest Pi, Lolly's Gamma. Hayabusa is wrecked. Her melons were always mid compared to her sis, but now they're just oranges.
All right, time for biz. Draw lots, match set. But Kotonori's feeling extra cocky, wants a 3v1. The girls are shook. Is this even the Sparrow they knew? A new vibe and power got her way too full of herself.
Izzo's like, whatever. The trio's ready to beef with their excess. Kotonori yeets a throne, plops her butt down, and's like, come at me. Hayabusa's had it. Her blow-up made her face extra punchable.
She drops to all fours. Iso smiles. Embracing the werewolf vibe, he calls her cute. Big mistake. 2 massive marshmallows yeet him. Lucille arrives. Venom flame making ears and a tail, promising to be his perfect little pup. Period.
Obs calls in on Lucille's wild antics. She's also full-on dog acting. Lucille's low-key floored this clown's fighting for dog acting rights. Azo eats both naughty pups out of there. Door shut, he sighs.
Cheese sees Hayabusa tangled in red threads. Raven's also caught, her mind totally fried by them. Aiso's kinda intrigued. Both are toast. He figured this 1v1 should have gone at least 11 minutes. Maybe they just didn't adapt fast enough.
The girls scream as Kotonori demands they tap out. Cheese is salty about missing his show. Jiggle physics, cake slapping. Iso tells his bro the match ain't over.
One still frozen. Blazing Arc snaps the red hostage threads. Kotonori barely reacts to an icy projectile zooming. Silver arrives, snags her spear. Kotonori's like, not your Phoenix Blade, what is this weapon?
Why can't these red threads break? Silver Sis isn't the only one leveling up. 3 days back, Iso insisted on captaining the Biomaid squad, rejecting Silver's offer. Silver was hyped to be head maid, but couldn't go toe-to-toe with her sis post-glow up.
Iso just smiled. He's flattered, but he's the GOAT, not his test subjects. Rebuilding Kotonori and leveling up Silver? Bet. Then Silver can throw down with a baddie.
Boosted by Demon Queen's hand-me-downs, blades zoom at Kotonori. One dings her forehead. She dips, reverting to bony form. Is this our final form arc? Silver's also got a secret weapon.
She goes all out. 3 massive silver ice spikes burst from her. The other maids are shook, wondering if they're even human. One's got a red thread light show. The other's flexing 3 indestructible ice metal chunks. Cheese cackles, daring Iso to pick a winner. Iso picks Silver. Cheese picks Kotonori. 5 mil gold on the line.
2 days back, Iso told Silver, Adamite's the GOAT material. It vibes with your mind, slices anything, and yeets mana. Only Old Empire Royal Blood unlocks full power. Otherwise, it's just 5%, kinda mid. Frost Silver, though, naturally slaps with women. Its atomic structure is unbothered, 0 reactivity. Cold just saps its energy, causing corrosion and necrosis, note cap.
No magic for her, so he'll alchemy matrix 14 tons of Frost Silver into a Philosopher's Stone. She can then summon and shape it whenever. But each summon, pure agony, bone-chilling cold. Push her limits, she's an ice statue, no cap. No parent would want this for their kid. Iso told Silver the choice was hers. She instantly accepted. Iso smiled, syringe in hand.
He's prepping his best subject for the cold with a root-level substance for resistance. Post-injection, 12 minutes, no chills, and she can levitate seeing sweat. First battle, she's already summoned all 14 tons, putting both girls on thin ice.
Silver, flexing for the master, used all her frost silver. Now she's frozen solid. Kaunanori went all out, burning all her mana for bone form, but couldn't sustain it. Time's ticking and the bros are waiting for the battle to end. They rush, icicles against red threads, then both drop, leaving Iso and Cheese shook. Meanwhile, the chairwoman's on a beach vacay. Her assistant spills the tea. A dragon wrecked most city bridges, and since she ghosted the crisis, her points got clapped from 1400 to 400. No cap. 0 casualties saved it from being a historic L.
Chairwoman's chill. Even as number 2, she's 24/7 on call. Who is this mystery woman dodging deployment? Attendant says she's got a gold hero license, so on call, duh.
Chairwoman, you're dismissed. I'll find these culprits myself. They're straight up disrespecting the city my dad built. We know both offenders are from an alchemy fam, so why no move? This isn't the chairwoman's vibe. She's eyeing her champagne, realizing the leader could be her older bro. Her attendants shook. Wait, what? You're Lord Gordon's eldest? How's that possible?
Mom told me way back, black-haired guy claiming alchemy fam head? Don't beef, he might be your older half-bro. I was salty, but her word was law. That kid shouldn't exist. She added, your dad's fave, but don't be a Karen. Half that love is for him. Attendant still insists, even if that perp's your bro, you can't ghost it. Siblings or not, you gotta call him out and spill the tea.
Chairwoman's like, if he's back in Lighthouse, he'll find out who Dad really loves. At Uncle Tom's, guys for miles are choking on fries in their egos. Women are seething. Silver's a total snack, serving Iso ketchup. Then, ketchup spills on her perfect melons, triggering a nosebleed epidemic. Iso says he can eat his own fries, but she's like, a maid serves.
She totally flopped the trial, but Iso's just chuckling, low-key impressed she pulled all that frost silver. She grins, wanting a reward for Master as an apology. That sight alone makes me want to deck Iso, like every dude. Meanwhile, Iso's low-key annoyed the chief's ghosting him.
Trap or hostage situation incoming. The door yeets open. Chief rolls in with a cuffed perp, looking sussly stoked for prison. She's cackling, having nabbed a pickpocket. Everyone's attention hard switches. One dude even simps, joking he'd commit a crime to get tied up. Chief then turns to the duo, low-key suffocating them with marshmallows until they admit crime as a major L. Only then are they uncancelled.
Iso clocks the chief. He's thinking 0 cavities. Those pants are flossing. She plops down after that show, then roasts Iso for being on time. Iso gets straight to it, munching fries, asking Silver why she's a maid. Obs, she knows every crew on the turf. Iso asks, what's my cut? The chief replies, I wouldn't be here if I wasn't desperate, fam. Iso presses, okay, but what's the vibe? The chief asks, know the 4 unpardonable sins? Iso smiles.
He knows the 4 greatest offenders. First, Black Emperor, Hunter Realm Boss. Guild number unknown, plundering nations. Second, the chief's idol, Crack of Hearts, a magical assassin who asks, is this your card? Then ends you with it.
Third, Mindslayer, Gordon's legendary terror. The last, pure mystery, just whispers. Venom Archbishop, the city's deadliest mass murderer. Their vibe? Planting toxic bioweapons, then blasting them. But why? Their big guns never touch world nobles.
Iso just laughs. First time for everything, bet. He schools them on who's the real villain and who's just Cap. Meanwhile, Renai wakes up looking for her mom. Mother's in a pool of blood, her father just stroking their backs.
Nightmare hits, she's awake. Demoness asks if she's good. Renai blames the heavy blanket or some Cap. Demoness offers a lighter one, but Renai's not vibing. She just wants to talk. Tells the Demoness to crash with her.
The Demoness is in her feels. Renee's like, stop asking. She instantly changes, snuggling next to her mistress. Never this close, she low-key finds her adorable. Renee asks how long she's been her guard. 7 years they've been together. Renee asks the Demoness, fight the fam head? She freezes. What kind of question? Raven's massaging Cheese at the hideout. Cheese is finally getting some love. Esso and Silver pull up with burgers.
They're like, mating good? Got Cheese's super burger combo? Cheese digs through the bag. Ice misty. Iso got him everything. No cap. Silver tells Raven, Master snagged burgers for you and Hayabusa too. A voice warns, chill or you'll catch heat. Iso's like, what's that trouble and massive trouble vibing behind me?
Garcia's already cooked for everyone. She grabs the burgers. No cap, no junk food in this house. Cheese tries to snag a bite, but Garcia snatches his burger. She reminds Cheese, as the fam's top assistant, he needs to stay healthy. Elf model? I'd literally eat cardboard if she told me to. Cheese wants his burger, but she's like, nah, he's stuck with salad. Asso gets beef stew. Cheese screams, why Asso gets beef, not me? Maids just stare at Cheese, full-on sobbing. Asso explains Cheese binges on cheese and booze, not dry burgers. He's too stuffed to take a bite.
Garcia's gonna cry if he doesn't eat. He asks, where are Cole and Lucille? Lucille binged snacks, totally crashed. Cole waited but won't eat, promised her a burger. Izo feels bad they're both out cold, and he's stuffed. He needs to dip.
He fakes a headache. Izo's squad instantly swoops in. Garcia, Silver, Kotonori ask if he's good. They're confused why Garcia called him a simp. He quickly clarifies, misunderstood. He's a patriarch, no cap, reports to nobody. Garcia and Iso bounce. Iso tells Cheese, snag that trash burger for Cull, stat. If she gets too sad, things could get wild. Silver yeets him from Cull's room, past her cringe smile. Pell's awake, vibes are off. Silver freezes, remembering their last run-in.
Burger delivered. Cull stoked. Silver also says sorry for the street trauma. She hands Colm the blade, like get your revenge, sis. But instead of a blade in her dress, a chicken leg's chilling by her mouth. Colm's like, chill, just eat the chicken.
Silver's touched by Colm's forgiveness, hugs her. Meanwhile, Iso's busy in his lab. He's brewed a small vial of golden liquid. He chugs it, smiles, then suddenly his body starts glitching. Lucille, meanwhile, is just walking the hideout, regretting sleeping hungry.
Suddenly, something feels sus. A mysterious, purple-eyed hottie asks if Lucille can't even clock her own master. No cap, this beefcake ain't the scrawny Iso we know. Lucille slides over the rails, unleashing plague poison. She grabs his arm. Stop it!
Iso's not that big, no plague virus on him. Dude smirks. His violent supergrowth hormone bodied the dark plague. He laughs, dares Lucille to reinfect him. Prove it. She viciously tells him to get ready. She'll slash a fingertip into his face, inject the virus. But he snatches her hand, yanking her onto his lap. Lucille screams, let me go, dude! He's thinking, dang, Lucille's low-key fire. How'd I miss that? He full-on kisses her. Plague virus seals transfer. It's a CO. Lucille shook. Her first pro kiss with a CO? Wild!
She's seizing this once-in-a-lifetime op. They part lips. Lucille's like, why is he so big? Isio grins. Everywhere, babe. His mission, unalives the global noble fam's head. He hides his real ID and age using a short-term growth catalyst.
He tells Lucille to bounce, but she's still vibing. He chills her, defying me? She stutters, Sunday? Glock in your pants or just hyped to see me? Asso clocks his twigs gone full Woody under the hoodie. He hears someone, tells Lucille to dip.
Cull's tummy rumbles. Asada asks what she's staring at. Cull's shook. Why's Master suddenly thick? She hops on his lap, going ham with the licks. Lucille's spiraling as Cull wiggles, feeling a sausage in his clothes.
Wait, is that for her? She just full-on grabbed his Thor's hammer. Esso was shook. Never thought anyone would touch his pogo stick. He deflates. Girls check, but he's totally vibing in that post-nut clarity.
He chucked clothes in the dryer. Cheese was confused. Not laundry night, fam. Asura's finished the growth serum, but it dips early if the host gets too hyped.
Cheese is still on about the pink chief. Isuru's not spilling the plan early. Cheese is sus. Dude chugged soul extract when coup was made. So it's need to know for Cheese. First of luxury sedan worthy of him.
They immediately start building their custom Badmobile. Cheese is like, why not just buy one? You're loaded. But Iso wants to get hands-on. He thinks their main getaway whip should be their own design. If Cheese is the design goat, he's adding a pool and a booze fridge for the ladies to ride in luxury.
Iso's at the morgue. Raven needs to soul search the dog keeper. Her new power, talking to dead, striking living souls. Raven flexes those thick hills. Cheese is hyped about the uniforms. Iso tells Cheese to chill and get his head out of the gutter.
Cheese wants the tea on the dog keeper, if Garcia's truly untouched. Essos already knew she was untouched. Jade elves lose their magic post-ritual. Dogkeeper just wanted to mess with him, flex her gift from the jump. Didn't even care about Garcia. Cheese side-eyes, wondering why he's so soft on her.
She's on the schedule, despite being low risk. Iso's ready to silence that smartass. Raven powers up, spotting a kid amidst a pile of bodies. This is Pete Rainey, Pitt's warehouse. The dog handler warned, 41st gen's about to drop.
Yorkshire's the final hurdle against the girl. Iso and Cheese are waiting on the soul search results, which should be quick, but an hour IRL means 8 days in the dream. Raven's got them worried, Yan I-Ho especially.
Mom's words, a soul's a maze, only the strong survive. Cheese wanted to break the link. Yan-I-Ho said, not the Matrix, snap it yourself, or trouble. He volunteered, I'll dive in and save you.
Yan I-Ho tells his bro, chill, I'm good. But Cheese is insistent. Iso, spill the vault password. If things go south, I gotta keep the fan running. Iso chokes him. Zap! Purple flash, he's yeeted to Raven scene.
Little girl shaking as Cool approaches. Izo clocks it, Hellhound training ground. Raven's unalived 8 times, still not on her level. Dogkeeper hypes them, Jen's strongest pups. Then Ares rolls up, unloads on the old man, a slimy mess.
Why you here?
He stomps the slime, tells her she's been gatekeeping hard. She begs forgiveness. He's like, nah, pay later, spill the tea now. These memory owners are ghosted, so this shouldn't even be happening. Jesus top-tier soul tech stabilized them, so the souls are still moving.
He's god tier here, bending resonance rules and running the show. Eyes Cullen, he's about to deep dive her past. Time's ticking, he hopes others clutch up.
Meanwhile, Cheese is simping over Raven's legs. Even in an unconscious headlock, she snaps awake. Oopsie, my bad, pure instinct. Esau found zero intel on the other world. Not even how Garcia linked with the old dude. It's like someone straight up wiped everything. Is it actually like that?
Calling Raven a former warhound? That's a death wish. She's why Yorkshire leveled up to a true hellhound. Now he's got a next-level plan. Haters fuel his ultimate chaos. Cole will be his.
Cheese tells his bro to cut the cold act. Aso tells Raven she's off to punishment. Raven, an orphan, chained like a puppy in a cellar. The kennel master made her unalive people. She was down. Doberman told her she doesn't have to unalive anyone.
Best is with Yorkshire. Wild, 'cause hellhounds don't do friends. She saw 3 kids vibing, then absolutely bodied them. Grabbed door, gave it to Yorkshire. Eat or starve, nor cap. Kid tried to snatch her teddy. Yorkshire yeeted his future bloodline with a kick to the nads.
She'd ride for her bestie, earning trust, dropping truth. To live, be savage. Yorkshire was down bad. Living felt bougie. But Raven insisted, live, even if it hurts. Only the living can shake off misfortune. Those words hit Yorkshire different. Night fell. The kids she'd clapped for Yorkshire, they squatted up against her.
Yorkshire walked to see her new bestie getting jumped by 3 dudes. They were about to snap her fingers, then started. The pain hit Raven, bringing back old memories. Now she's strapped to a satellite, sunlight blasting her whole body. Either she fries, or gets the ultimate summer tan.
2 hours deep, Asael's still pushing it. She needs to be real with her master. The low-output UV is no biggie. Light finally off, Raven's about to crash. Asael tells Cole to check on Raven. She looks rough. Raven watches Cole struggle with her restraints.
She remembers going full beast mode, protecting her. Doberman's survival test paired them for the 42nd class. They were meant to train, winning with the power of friendship. Their shabby room, broken furniture and all, was peak luxury for them.
Raven was legit stumped by Yorkshire's vibe. Rich family, right? Nah, she was living under the stairs. Total Harry Potter treatment. Doberman then said training kicks off tomorrow.
Girls stacked tables to scope the moon over the waves. Raven, a miner's kid, always underground, never saw the sky. She heard of Golden City across the sea where people are free. She wants to go, asking Yorkshire to promise a visit once they ditch this life. Quetch boosts her up. Izo's legit crying because Quetch yeeted his satellite with the Ash Angel arm.
He went for the chicken, but it was a total L. Raven apologized to Cole, who was clueless. She betrayed her ride or die. They were a unit, but she handed Yorkshire a sus can of water. 1 sip and she froze.
This whole thing was toxic AF. Raven totally snaked her, because they were never real friends. Yorkshire just wanted an easy-to-control teammate. Now the match was over, she was dead weight. Turns out, 3 days back, Doberman told Raven, prove your loyalty, be the strongest pup in this hell pit. To level up, she had to off her bestie.
Hellhounds are forbidden friends. He arranged for her to use Yorkshire as a stepping stone. To ditch the underground life, she had no choice. She accepted, ghosting the only girl who believed in her. Doberman told Yorkshire, this is humanity. Lose emotions, gain true freedom.
Yorkshire bodied Raven, showing she was just XP for Yorkshire. Doberman hyped Yorkshire, telling her to kill a friend. Yorkshire wasn't down. Instead, she asked to yeet Raven off the cliff, letting her see the sky as she went. A scrub like Raven deserved nothing more. Raven felt zero guilt, only regretting not finishing Yorkshire off sooner. Yorkshire's last words before the stab and see, look at the sky. Raven now gets it. Yorkshire never meant to unalive her, dodging vital organs and a healing potion on the blade. What a simp, believing in the power of friendship.
Raven's paying the price, stabbing her heart with frost silver. First stab fails. She tries again. Yorkshire, not cool, appears. If you wanted to unalive, should have done it ages ago. Eso grins. VIP's here. He tells Yorkshire, call me master, but Yorkshire just ghosts him.
She wants to hit the old container yard first, then back Asu and be a slave. Asu's like, bet, Pinky. He tells Raven her acting was fire, expressions on point. Extra chicken legs. Renee earlier clocked Asu and squad rolling up from a fancy sea dam.
Near the Grand Theater, a donut truck was chilling. The cop wondered why reporters were simping over this random duo, not the actual VIPs. Lord Haku, no security detail? The chief spilled the tea. The world government low-key has the G4 hit squad. ASO still saw 0 guards near Lord Haku.
Chief grins, tells the cop, imagine G4 squad, but every member's a cheesewick. They're elite ops, preemptively stopping threats. Attackers? Poof, ash before anyone notices. She then whips out 2 play tickets, 5 million gold pounds each.
She tells the cop to chill. Meanwhile, adult ASO is the moment with Cole glued to his arm. Everyone's like, who are these bougie folks? Earlier at Uncle Tom's, the chief spilled the tea on reporters covering Lord Haku's theater debut. She gave him the list to refine his plan. Ditch the assassin vibe and fancy alchemy. Just walk in normally or G4 surveillance will trigger. Even Izzo didn't know what G4 was. She said he'd have to earn those answers. Buy her a Supreme Burger combo and she'll spill. That Supreme Burger combo is mad expensive, but the chief promises it'll be worth the dough.
Hisu tries to guilt trip her on the bribe. She just laughs. You turn yourself in, I get a good conscience and free food. A burger bigger than my dreams arrives.
She then spills the tea on the G4 squad. Their elite ops, identities and powers unknown. When nobles moved in, old continent assassins came for them, but G4 bodied every single one. Even Isso's mom didn't know, so make it make sense. The chief says G4 prevents attacks. They'll deploy tech to generate a field, flagging anomalies. After scanning, if anyone's being slick with invisibility or teleportation, a disturbance in the force means G4 quietly yeets them. Even thinking about assassinating Lord Haku, she'd catch a fly buzzing her neck with chopsticks, wilder than teleportation or an arts major getting a job. Iksho Hawk's G4 restrains people like his anti-riot alchemy collars, but what if he just deletes his malice? The chief, legit juggling a burger and 2 melons, tells Iksho, you're from a great fam, so you're golden. But she heard Lord Haku's pre-play meeting will pick the real VIPs for the Noble Box.
Ishar sees his shot to take down Lord Haku. The top cop has spicy intel. Is she trying to glow him up for the media? Nah, they're next to a world noble. Reporters will simp for them. Forcing interviews would just look sus.
Chief's cackling, telling Asso to switch identities and claim he's Chief Gordon's secret love child. Asso's so shook he spits his drink on some random. She wants me to be a founder's secret kid? Nah, I'm not calling some rando daddy. She just giggles.
He should treat it like a secret identity so Haku picks him. Her points track, but he's not calling a rando daddy. To spill the tea, they need the White Queen. She's on an icy throne fishing a sky mirror lake. Someone shuffles to the press, asking if she's free. A dude just showed claiming to be Lord Gordon's love child.
Press is swarming ISO asking if he's for Lord Gordon's fam. Got will, money, and proof. ISO glares, totally grossed out. He's shook about the leak, but no cap, he's silent. Green Eye is big mad. He was meant to be a slick assassin, not out here as Gordon's kid.
And note this, he handled the matter independently, yet she continues to show strong admiration for him. Haku instructs the young person to depart, but Green Eye attempts to recruit him for Iso. Haku declines, displaying complete indifference. Even Iso perceives Haku is not easily manipulated.
Interview's over, he declares. Clap! A red thread cage manifests, separating him from the normies. 4 circles ignite, each with a stunning maid. Maid squad just dropped, sparking mad envy. Everyone's obsessed, but Izo's already plotting to yeet the paparazzi.
He flashes a gold coin, promising an exclusive interview to the lucky one. He yeets the coin, bolts, but 2 guards block him. Izo told guards Lord Haku's vibe was cap. Gotta move. The guard just smirks, asking if he needs a reality check.
Hayabusa rolls up and wrecks those 2 clowns. Izo tells them to chill. Suddenly, a shinobi squad swarms in. Francis, a tycoon's son, appears, telling Isho flexing with a hottie won't make him noble. Isho squints, plotting how to make this clown pay.
Goldilocks still clowns Isho over. Isho's about to give him the smoke. Scorpion in hand, an icy fist snatches the takedown. He looks at the icy queen, who just dropped in black. Paparazzi go wild. A mysterious figure greets her. Her dress highlighted her pointy assets. She fumed. Lord Haku thinks I won't roll up and level those crusty Haku towers? The butler apologized. Haku family has no beef with Gordon. The White Queen left.
Not Haku, Izu's her target. Face to face, she calls him Big Bro, but he's not feeling family vibes. He hasn't even dropped the fake Gordon DNA. Why bro already? He tells Totonori, reception hall's a no-go. Bigger bash in the lobby?
She smiles, weaving intricate red threads. Lord Haku's chilling solo in reception. Butler spills. Gordon spawn through a bigger bash. White Queen's there. He slaps her, out of pocket. Renai, this Gordon's probably legit. Swallow pride, join them, or eat alone. IRL, 5 days prior, at the noble's permanent hope, endless wealth. Gordon's city maps always omit the governor's secret spot. Everyone knows about the unnamed massive land downtown. A sky-high golden wall, pure adamantium, splits commoners from nobles. Thick AF, nothing gets through. Try to enter, you'll just sigh. Or so the legend says, the chief dramatically declares, swiping Iso's fries. Iso's like, backup plan? No Gordon DNA?
Munching fries, she tells Iso to practice patience. They can finesse world nobles, using sus investments to communicate. Even Gordon used a special play to get them to invest in the country. He made the Golden District for the 13 fams who had his back. But after years, many fams aren't feeling Gordon anymore. Some even roast him. Even as Gordon's side piece, White Queen's Knot or not, Haku might still ghost him, so he needs to outflex a bored world noble. Main character energy on, she dramatically pauses to inhale fries. Iso fumes. My fries. She just inhaled a tower-sized burger. Suddenly, Katanori conjures a sick party out of thin air.
She tells her master everything's ready. Aso dismisses her. Some guys are simping for the White Queen. A warning flashes, back off or your junk's next. Aso's also swarmed by women. The attendant asks the chairwoman if Aso is really Gordon's son. He's too arrogant, probably just after the inheritance. She tells her attendant, if he robbed the bank and blew up the bridge, he's not here for the show.
He's cooking something sus. Just grab Izo's sample for DNA. Big Bro was just to lower his guard. She can't take Izo seriously. Her maid literally spawned a dining lion. She needs the tea on his powers and motives.
Izo's flexing Rolexes like freebies, calling it a courtesy drop. Low-key he'd forced the watchmaker to grind, threatening to spill his spicy tea to his wife, promising to make him disappear if he failed. Someone then asked Izo if he had a date.
If not, a nightcap at her place? Aso smiles. After premium cake, this pastry is just meh. But where's Cole? Aso's low-key fuming she dipped, embarrassing him, hogging all the food.
Her plate was stacked, everyone was shook. Meanwhile, Cheese and Lucille were on stakeout. Cheese was nervous. Lucille, big mad she wasn't Asa's date, threatened poison dragons over the snub. Cheese reminded her, your malice and attitude are giving. G4 would have clocked you instantly.
She's still whining it's unfair. She even simped for Aso, but failed the vibe check and got yeeted. She then whispered, that dumb blonde's trash. You need someone who slays. Someone's like, why the shade? Lucille whips around and sees Yorkshire. Lucille was shook, expecting the blondie, not Yorkshire. Yorkshire instantly choked her. Lucille snapped, threatening corrosion. Choke her. Her parasites will end you. Is Cole really toast because Lucille's powers are wild, or will she remember their fam? Lucille screams, you went for Iso, so you're done.
Cole chokes her, hand corroding. But she effortlessly flexes the Ash Angel arm. Lucille's immediately rethinking her whole vibe. She calls out to Iso, going from Plague Queen to Total Damsel. Iso tells Cole to chill. She lets go. Lucille immediately dips behind Iso. Cole checks her hand, claiming she just wanted to spook, not kill. Lucille's not buying it. Her throat's scorched. She was avenging her clown persona.
ICO boops her forehead. Don't be a bully. Cheese asks where she's off to. She needs to clear her head. If her mood sours, the play could go wild, making this ride super sus for him. Cheese thinks her outfit is way too extra. But she just swaps her fit for something fire, ready to flex and show Iso she's built different from that basic blonde in the Purple Menace. 5 days earlier, Lucille was busy gatekeeping Iso, clinging to him and giving anyone who got close the side-eye. She even told Cal she'd handle all of Iso's needs. She was trying to flex, but Cal was unbothered, just vibing with snacks.
Calls scarfing like a savage, so Iso drags her away. The girls cackle, asking if she skipped lunch. Iso tells Silver to fix Call's glam. Silver touches up Call's makeup. The girls trash Iso's date, eat their words seeing Call's stunning glow-up.
Emerald eyes, gold hair, a total stunner. Everyone shook. Haku arrives, telling Izo it's expected for Gordon's son to bag a moon-tier beauty. Izo confronts Haku, wanting to share the empty venue. Izo smirks, thinking, my dad's spot. Can't I just tell Haku to bounce? Everyone shook. No one's ever talked to a noble like this. Iso immediately pulled a 180, apologizing for the diss. He claimed it was just a prank to see if anyone could survive dissing a noble.
Green Eye smirks. Iso's being a total try-hard. Lights dim, music fills the air. Iso tells Haku they should talk elsewhere, or just enjoy the vibe. Lord Haku then orders the butler to strip her.
What kind of party is this? Under her trench, she had a fire dress. Chief was right.
The rich and powerful want more than just cash. They crave excitement. Dream dance? That's their whole vibe.
This gorgeous, exotic partner dance, to beat Haku, he needs to master it. Izo could literally whip up a bioweapon, a plague virus strong enough for Rona 2.0. But learning this dream dance in 5 days and teaching Call, who's got 0 brain cells, is beyond impossible. He reaches for Call. Are they about to drop some sick moves or just flail awkwardly?
6 days pre-theater, after dinner with the Chief, Cheese told Izo to chill. Chief might be capping about dancing to Off-the-World Noble, but Izo's not bothered. He just wants to main character and crush the flashiest noble. Cheese asks, bro, if it's just a hit, why a dance-off? Cheese says rethink, but Izo claps back.
Killing Haku, minor W. His real goal? Make the city realize the alchemy family is the GOAT above world nobles. He's a genius. Learning the dance is easy. The actual struggle? Teaching it to someone with golden retriever vibes and a husky's munchies. So he yeeted Cal to Yorkshire via Crow. Yorkshire arrived. Lucille flexed about warming Izo's bed, bathing him, and bathroom breaks. Yorkshire clapped back, "You're not his nanny." Lucille screamed, "You're a nanny. Your whole fam's nannies." Izo told them to zip it. No time. Gotta learn this dance.
Can she even pull this off? 5 days to learn? She shook, like no cap. Izo's like dead serious. A kid dancing with her? Nah, no feds on her ass.
Iso demands she call him master. Yorkshire refuses. Iso throws a fit, citing the container yard fetch and pinky swear. Yorkshire claps back, "You're a kid. I'm an adult. Can't call you master." She thinks he's a simp, but won't call him master. Whispering she's clowning him, Iso knows he's played, yet still folds, approaching Yorkshire. Despite her assets, he insists he's no kid, demanding master. He chugs a golden vial, ready to prove it. His heart pounds. "Rip my shirt off now," he yells. They all rush Iso, fearing he'll Hulk out. Yorkshire's even shook by what he drank. Suddenly, his body buffers, growing fast. He grins. "Still think I'm a kid, Yorkshire?" She quickly replies, "My bad, master." Everyone's amazed by his full glow-up.
Bro's twig just went beast mode. I'd give up everything for that golden goo to get my girl back. Lucille's like eyes off. He snags his clothes. Poof, adult for him. Silver offered dance lessons. They were kind of sus when she mentioned a famous choreographer, but then they were totally in.
She leans in. Iso hugs her for practice. Lucille and the others immediately roast him for simping. She backs off, apologizing she can't do this with everyone watching. Iso instantly yeets everyone but Carl and Silver. Silver still thinks he can't learn the dance in 5 days. She didn't want others to see that.
Iso's glad she's got his back. 5 days? He'll stretch it to 5 months. He whips out another time delay hourglass.
Our boy could pull a black hole from his pants, no cap. Maids are trashing Silver for trying to make their master a world-class dancer in 5 days, unaware she's a dance pro. They spot Lucille, posted like a toxic puppy at the door. She warns, "Tell Silver no funny business with their master's dance or she's toast." Hayabusa snaps at Lucille. "They're maids, not errand bots, so ditch the main character vibe." Katanori flexes a ring, declaring herself Lucille's biggest romantic op. Lucille's fuming, but Raven intervenes. Bows, apologizes, and dips. Girls call her chicken, but she warns, Lucille's unhinged. She once wiped out everyone in a 10-mile radius in a building. Don't poke that psycho unless crucial. Girls stare at Hourglass, shook.
"He's a legit goat genius, stopping time." Iso laughs, but low-key, he's spiraling. The elixir is almost gone. It only works in a spherical space, usually for research. Using illusion tech, he's glammed up his studio, transforming the small gray container into a stunning ballroom. Everything's ready. Time to go.
Yorkshire's told to study. 3 days later, bro's still trying to nail footwork, face planting. He curses, mad he can't get the moves. Yorkshire's like, "Looks easy." He tells Silver to teach her first. Bet she'll eat dent.
Wild! 5 minutes later, Cole's effortlessly vibing with Silver. Their chemistry's fire. Asked if she knew it, she was like, "Nah, hellhounds only kill." But Silver told Izo her footwork and dance are perfect.
This dance is wild hard. Only partners basically inseparable can nail the sync. Every move's got to be spot on, a total flex for nobles. Call's steps were smooth but robotic, no warmth. Izo laughs, asking if she's that cringe. Silver apologetically says she's a dance goat.
That's a major L for him, but now that Yorkshire's got the tea, they can finally slay the celebration and yeet that sus dude. Call grins, 50% successful. She's clueless, her plan's now only 5% successful since she reverted. Iso's begging Call to go purple again, or they're totally cooked. Meanwhile, Haku's vibing with his butler. Everyone's staring. Some are like, why's Iso not moving?
2 randos wonder why Iso's settling for Call. Silver pops up, tells them to bounce. They just talk smack. Even the butler's distracted by Iso's stillness.
Iso looks at Call, extends his hand.
She's slaying the dance floor, every move on point. Iso and Cal, they've officially won everyone over. Their sync is just chef's kiss. Cal's not just some rich kid, he's got that true noble vibe. Even the White Queen's low-key impressed, might even let him slide when she finds out he's not the real deal.
Silver's glad her star students are thriving, but how TF did he teach Call? Plot twist. After Call reverted, Iseo tried to manipulate Raven. He told Raven to unalive herself with a knife to get Yorkshire back. Raven hard passed. Carl really wanted her to stab herself just to chat with Yorkshire. His logic, undead, big chest, no harm from a little stab. An hour, chest full of knives later, Carl was still the same blonde idiot. Iso sent Raven back. Raven asked why Carl wasn't getting lessons. Iso realized he assumed Raven was clumsy, but she's low-key strongest.
He decided to teach Carl, my bad for doubting her. An hour later, his feet were trashed, eyes full of L. Silver's trying to revive Yorkshire. Iso's like, nah, that's cap.
He's not even mad at Carl. Knew she wasn't good, but forced her. Loki doubts the assassination. Both Carl's vibes accept him as master. He pats her head. Go play. That was awkward.
Carl woke him from a Haku dream. He was shook to see Carl watching people smooching. Iso was livid, too young for this cringe. Cheese was getting it for the flicks, but Carl's like, nah, mouth to mouth makes him dance better.
Iso facepalmed at the TV. He told Cal to bed, no cap, but she clung to the doorframe. Tears in her eyes, she said, don't be sad. Iso was touched. He kissed her forehead. Cal's dance moves slayed, even better than Yorkshire. He's clocked. Cal thrives on positive reinforcement. They're dancing, looking snatched. Butler, avoiding Master's cringe, whips out 3 needles. Brushing Call, she jabs her back, then smirks. Call spasms. Iso's like, what's up? She stutters. My back hurts. Silver radios Iso. Redhead made 3 silver flashes brushing Call.
Iso checks her back, 3 tiny puncture marks. In 3 seconds, she'll lose body control, puppet style. She counts down, but Call's still vibing. Iso had no clue she was messing with a super alchemist. Suddenly, her stomach growls. Face goes pale.
She feels a rumble. Haku's like, huh? The butler whispers, she's fine. Then she rips a toxic cloud. Iso tells Haku, your friend just ripped one, like a trucker mid-crisis. Turns out, he used his hidden scorpion to inject her, making her a farty boy.
Haku dipped, vibe ruined. He told Iso to enjoy the party. The demoness cackled. Never seen the redhead butler so flustered. Always acting like they're all that, but now, just cringe. Renai stops her. She grins, telling the demoness it's Iso's dance time. They gaze at something wild. Iso and Cool are totally vibing, eyes locked. Iso hypes Cool's amazing work, making her blush.
Her lips so inviting. Iso gulps, full send. This kiss would yeet all alchemy family limits. No test subject versus master vibes. Lips brushed, then boom. Cole's eyes glitched red. Demoness froze. Renai was ready to throw hands over Cole kissing Iso. But nope, Iso dipped, covering his mouth.
Bro's lip is gushing. Cole wipes her mouth, giving a major side-eye. Iso clocks she's in Yorkshire. He dyed her hair extra gold to dodge security. Maids are shook, and the White Queen is totally gloating. It's giving cringe. His date bit him, lol. Runai's low-key glad his test subject owned him. Everyone's snapping pics of his date biting his lip. Iso, owned like Haku, realizes he's a clown. Resentment bubbles as Cal struts closer.
Iso's brain, shanked for this kiss. Her squat's on high alert, eyes lock. Iso tries, part of the plan. Then, plot twist, she grabs his tie, pulls him close, and full-on kisses him. She pulls back, lips parted. Gotta touch up my glam.
Cop's struggling with the chief, who's low-key smuggling lobster tails. Renee decides it's her moment to dance. But before she moves, she's face-to-face with the White Queen. Winter Princess tells Renee to play with dolls. This dance is way out of her league.
An ice ring isolates them. Iso's like, what do you want? She leans in, snacks a drop of his blood, straight into a DNA kit. Soon, they'll know if he's legit or just her new ice sculpture. Confess now, she might let him off the hook, but he just melts. Go ahead. The DNA kit beeps. The White Queen is shook.
Call's touching up her makeup. Staring at her reflection, she remembers kissing Iso as Call in Yorkshire. Her mechanical heart glitches, beating wild, impossible. From the door, Iso's admirers start low-key roasting her. Got a fat heart under all that Yorkshire, huh?
She bolts to the bathroom, door slammed shut. Girls giggle. At the doorframe, yeeting wine bottles over. They cackle as bottles crash. But opening the door, Yorkshire's ghosted. These girls thought they could bully an elite assassin like some basic Netflix nerd. She materializes behind them, grabs their wrists,
slowly shutting the door.
They're about to learn prisons drop the soap rule, period. Minutes later, Silver and Raven hit the girls' room for call. Silver was salty. Raven kept her hellhound identity and power on the down low. Raven apologized. Everyone has secrets. Nobody knew she danced under a neon phoenix. Now we're even.
Spilling tea, fixing beef, Cool strolled past, ice cold. Handle the 2 trash bags in the bathroom stall, she said. Silver thought clogged toilet, but Raven knew better. Silver wondered about Yorkshire's bad vibes. Raven knew Cool was the mastermind. They busted open the bathroom door. It was giving 50 Shades. Shook by Cool's creativity, they handled it.
Izo's feeling himself. Sure, the White Queen's no issue now he's Gordon's son. He calls her a little sis, demanding a greeting. Instead, she hugs him, crying, Papa. Izo was shook. Child support was not on his bingo card.
Meanwhile, the demoness tries to crack the ice ring. Renai listens in as the White Queen sobs, Why'd you dip for milk and never return? She just wants to be his fave baby. Renai hears what baby and immediately thinks Sweet Home Alabama vibes. She collapses. Iso asks what she found in the DNA tester. Nong Chow.
Isabel reveals a DNA kit claiming Izo is White Queen's biodad. Izo's like, bugged kit, no cap, no way. Seeing her hopeful eyes, he plays along.
Icy Beauty asks Izo if he ghosted due to a crisis, now in a glow-up body to fix it. She regrets roasting him. No wonder he faced a noble. No cap, I got you, I'll support you, Fra. Izo's bewildered.
Every accident, he gets a new busty fan member. Even if he's the dad, his reaction is mad sus. Cop sees the icy ring, wants action. Chief says, nah, just enjoy the lobsters. 6 days ago, Iso needed DNA. Chief gave him Gordon's bloody shirt. Iso was shook, but played along.
He tells Ning Chao he's her half-bro. She needs to act like a sis or dad will rage. Ning Chao immediately apologizes. He low-key wants the full half-sister drama. He snagged dried blood, then low-key cooked up a fake DNA sample. Original plan? Prick finger with lobster shell for Ning Chao to swipe and test. But Cole yeeted the first lobster wave. Luckily, Yorkshire bit his lip, so he dabbed fake blood, smudging it. Now, things are wild and out. He's got a daughter, older and prettier than him. It's giving ridiculous.
She's also the city's second highest-ranking superhero, no cap. Nin Chao is convinced this man is her dad because he's giving Gordon vibes and his aura is just chef's kiss. She remembers the good old days, like when he was there for her swim meet or their beach walks. She dissolves the Ring of Five and starts beefing with him, saying if he's a fraud, he's getting 0 inheritance. When Renai realizes it's a whole nothing burger, she's out.
White Queen's about to freeze Isio. Cool snatches her finger, ready to snap it. Crowd's hyped. Cop, act. Chief, chill. We'll step in if it goes sideways. Cop, but if we wait, innocents get wrecked.
Chief just smiles. Arrest them for city safety? Heroes always go unchecked. Renai snags Izo, dragging him off. Maid Squad tries to intervene, but Izo's like, chill. In a secluded spot, Renai's like, bro, you can turn into an adult? That's wild.
Izo's ego is through the roof, calling himself the GOAT Alchemist. She's also eyeing the adult potions. Izo says he's only on his grind, but he'll tweak things later. Low-key, her dad's probably not feeling him. But she's like, nah, even if he's got beef with Izo. Since he's Gordon's bastard, they need a new game plan to meet him. Butler hands Haku a guest list. Haku's not vibing after the drama, but Iso carrying Renai, who played out, makes him reconsider. He's lucky to meet her.
Haku's low-key blessed with a cute daughter, maybe a goddaughter. Demons shook. Ning Chao's about to drop the third ice age. Iso quietly heads to Haku's quarters. Assistant tells Patriarch she's here with the young lady. Everyone's fuming. Butler wants to blast him, even if she could only blast a toilet. Haku's like, chill, enough yeeting for today. Carriage, stay put. In the hall, Iso's stressed, squishing Rennie's cheeks like a stress ball. Rennie pouts. He finds it wild, like 2 slimes that harden. He finally hits the quarters, maids trailing. Solo's risky, but Kotonori's ring pings if things get sus. Silver's confident only a prodigy or Goku could unalive their master. Later, Izo gets served sus exotic tea looking like brake fluid. He's not vibing with the tea, but Haku's glazing it like Olympus nectar, supposed to taste like spring, melt like autumn snow, crisp like dried leaves. While Haku hypes it, Izo cracks a soda and chugs it. Uncle Iroh would faint seeing that tea disrespect. Renee wants a sip too. Izo's like, my bad, this tea isn't my jam. Haku calls him a peasant, but Renai wants that soda. Izo yeets a can at Haku. Try it, don't diss it before trying. Haku hands the cola to his attendant. Trash it. Izo's like, chill, young master, kids want to try new things. Suddenly, 2 demons blades at his neck. Haku warns Izo, watch the show, zip it or you're toast. Izo just laughs. No chat. Izo can bring his girl here then. Haku's like, nah.
Only Izo's allowed here. For company, the two demonesses behind him are totally enough. They unmask, immediately massaging Izo's shoulders. Rena's literally about to glitch out. Backstage, Cruel Auntie and her daughter walk, ready for hubby's show. Little girl stoked to see Daddy as a hero. Then she bumps into a latex queen.
The latex baddie walks past, but the little girl's like, Annie, your outfit is fire. Can I see your sword? The woman warns, careful, it's sharp. The girl touches it, shook by its edge. Are you Miju's kid? The woman asks.
She's like, bet, you a fan of her dad? Girl smiles, says she's crew, stands Mr. Mir too. Heard he has 2 daughters, where's the other one? Auntie looks shuck. Little girl innocently drops, my dad only has 1 daughter, me, Milo. Woman's hand goes for a hidden dagger. Auntie clocks something's off, yanking Milo away. Milo refuses. Nah, she just touched the sword. She pulls away, bolts to the woman, bowing, digs into her bag, pulls out a dad puppet, gifts it, thinking the woman's kind. That move low-key saved them both. She's confused, eyeing the puppet. Backstage, King Mir's getting his makeup done. Then a letter drops, giving major plot twist energy.
Later, everyone's side-eyeing Lucille, stealthy as a Discord mod. 5 days prior, Isio, among normies, dropped the Malice Eater virus to yeet all hatred. Crowd was hyped. Cheese clowned Isio, can't see squat. Lucille laughed, duh, it's a virus, you won't see it. Isio whipped out a microsoap. Cheese stared at a bacteriophage-like creature. It eats bad vibes before they drop. Iso grins, puts one on Cheese, who immediately crashes out. Iso's like, chill, you'll just be a nice guy. No action, no tantrums. Cheese glares at Iso, then snaps a CDI. Corn, his limited collection. Enough to make Cheese spiral, but he's just in his feels. They thought gun, but nah, just tissues. He ugly cries. Iso hands him a copy. Just a vibe check. If Cheese wasn't a softie, Iso would be toast, but he's just a crybaby.
Lucille was hyped to try the Malice Eater. She dared anyone to make her mad, but before anyone could even try, her collar beeped. Iso was shook. All the Malice Eaters on her were dead. He used his whole stash, but they died before a single step. They realized Lucille is pure malice. Nothing could touch her.
Malice virus got Thanos'd. His stock wiped. Lucille's flexing, no virus can touch her. But she's clueless everyone else is mission-bound while she's stuck at home, benched. She starts simping for Iso to join, begging at meals, TV, in his sleep, even mid-pee.
Iso caves, tells her to apologize, keep it low-key, and stay out of the bathroom or he'll file an RO. She smiles, pecks him, and dips. Vibing on the streets, malice on low-key. A kitty rubs her leg. Ding, an idea pops. A virus strain infects the kitty. Meanwhile, a mysterious dancing car pulls up. A dude living his best life with a 10-10 baddie.
Guy saw a cat on his roof. Tried to stare it down, but it didn't budge. Its demon eyes stared back, and Fatty knew he was cooked. Moments later, just bones. Lucille, piloting the cat to Iso, got instantly clapped by some mysterious entity.
She was shook, untraceable, right? Then 2 robed figures snagged the cat. Virus yeeted, cat safe. One got low-key infected, power minimized it. Next, Lucille tries an infected rat, total bust.
Infected mosquito bites? Epic fail. Even an infected paramecium? Fails. She's shook. Someone's neutralizing her strongest ability without showing up. Meanwhile, the doer wonders if they should alert authorities about someone ghosting into the theater, but one says, nah.
Their job, no alerts. Go down, eliminate the threat, period. Lucille's clueless about the mess she's in. Will she survive or end up a body bag by the dumpster? Chungus and Fungus are still beefing over what to do with their little rat. G4's MO? Not control, but total wipeout. Lucille's brain froze. She just realized she'd poked the wrong bear. She tried to dip, but the White Clan duo blocked a path.
She goes ghost white. G4's real, not some spooky campfire story for test subjects. If Aso finds his plant torched because of her, she's totally getting clapped. She tries to dip, but her portal yeets her right back. She keeps trying to portal out, but one just cackles. Nah, special teleportation spell.
Dimensions cut off, cities cleared. Sage executed. Low-key wild. Just a minute ago, Cheese was gooning in peace, then a tiger appeared, and poof, he's a dish in a restaurant. 11 by 10 tiger furries apologizing for the wait when Big Tiger bursts in, chasing Cheese. No ratatouille here, he roars, ready to smack the living cheese out of him.
Lucille's still feeling herself. 2 dudes with 0 drip? Nah, they ain't taking her down. She unleashes her poison dragon, but it gets clapped by a barrier. They even clown her for being mid, but she just smirks. She was just low-key controlling the plague virus in physical form.
What if she just blasts it around them, making their lungs go kaboom? She was so cocky, telling the duo the virus already got them. But when they're standing there, totally fine, her confidence gets shook.
Chillhead tells her they're not affected by weak flesh because they're not carbon-based, and it's time they put in some effort. Chillhead opens its mask, blood splashes everywhere, and a huge cross blazes in the sky.
Coil's still munching sweets. Ice Queen's big mad. Coil scarfed 35 cheesecakes, 59 tarts. Her cake's huge because she keeps refilling it. Now she's spiraling. Coil her dad's new boo? Will she call her Auntie?
Attendant told Ice Queen to chill, then asked if Coel was preggers. Ice Queen totally freaked out. No way her daddy's knocking up randos. Silver told Coel it's time. Coel's fueled up for an army, so they're off to screening room 2.
Isao's living his best life. Head squished in heavenly mountains, foot in divine melons. He grins. So perfect, I could just die. His employer's granting that wish. She stomps his family jewels, complaining why assassins are simping for him. Isao curses the kid for not knowing her strength as the curtain parts.
The show's finally on, everyone's seated, Chief too. Chief's still yapping about popcorn and cola being essential. Then she roasts his zero game with girls, implying he's a virgin. Officer's Oradet hits hard, he coughs blood. Movie starts.
3 riders jump a man, Imperial Guards about to execute him for a fake crime. He lets out a defiant roar. Just as they're about to strike, one guard flops in a pool of blood. Yorkshire's there. His eyes go wide. She asks, "This the scene you pictured?"
Lordship gasps. Isao, recognize her? He's like, yeah, that face is giving the assassin who tried to off me. Little Miss recalls the promo assassin's fit was different, but also kind of the same, just with leggings. The guy stutters. Yorkshire's name.
Scene shifts. A sus auntie faces a little girl. Yorkshire vibes. The guy reverts to his present self. It's the exact scene from years ago. Crows cackling, script in hand, holding the aunt's daughter hostage. Stick to the script or her daughter's gonna ghost. Auntie's acting is mid. Crows snaps, stop the cringe acting or your daughter gets a free manicure she won't live to enjoy.
Auntie snapped, yelling at the kid for playing with toys while mopping. Crow directs her to stomp the teddy bear. The girl sees her mom's true colors, crushing it, then stomping on her. Mel screams, "This is wrong, not the script!" Yorkshire stutters, "Dad, why'd you let that psycho hurt me?" Trash director still tripping about his play. Iso intervenes.
He's watching his daughter get bodied, and his first thought is the play's ruined? Never had her back when she was treated worse than trash. Harry Potter had it easy. Auntie starved her, needled her, poured boiling water on her tiny frame. This spineless dude just stood there like a cock, watching. And Yorkshire's mom dipped, leaving the hellhounds for him.
He carried that photo for years, but his love was just him being Delulu. Mel's finally clocking his trash life. He tries excuses, but Azo smiles, telling the sleazeball Yorkshire is his wife. Red-headed baddie squints, kicks Auntie in the neck. Auntie stutters, "Who the heck are you?"
Her uniform blazes. Yorkshire's mom, a dead ringer, also Yorkshire, gritted her teeth. He cackles as Mel's shook by his dead wife's return. No cap, she's back from the dead? Izo just laughs.
Alchemy's flex, making the impossible possible. Izo's girls are getting dizzy, and the little miss is MIA. Plot twist, Izo spiked their cola to knock them out. Silverhead tries to warn the fam, but she's already gonzo. Tiger King still low-key stressing his ratatouille sitch.
Cheese is wondering, my life's giving Tom and Jerry with an alchemy mob boss? He's totally done. Stops dead. The tiger shook, trips, and face plants. Cheese is about to tell them.
Bro's telling the tiger he'll pay for damages. Just an accident. He thinks Cash works on a 1,300-pound killing machine? Tiger doesn't care about his sus money. He'll let this rat pull up in his kitchen. He's still capping, claiming he's holding back because he doesn't fight in his usual spots.
He's a chef too, so it's a chef-off. Tiger Lord was shook. That cheese hit different. All right, listen up. Chef on chef, we're settling this.
Cheese snags a bun, bites, then roasts the pork bun for being too greasy, guessing no white pepper. Tiger Lord shook. He expected Ratatouille to only know sewer ramen, not ID missing ingredients. Cheese still flexes, demanding a cook-off if his buns beat Tiger's. He wants a lifetime membership card.
Lucille's facing Ragnarok. Cheese, just a chill chef battle. She's confronted a blazing cross, painting the sky blood red. A shard yeets her. She tries to regen, but her legs are pinned as a huge energy ball charges overhead. It headshots Lucille. She laughs, flexing that physical attacks are nothing. LOL JK. Her hand starts disintegrating. She can't go ghost. She's getting yoinked by the arrows. Arrow tips heading for a dungeon. That's not right. The devil said this inverted cross, used by church perverts to take down fallen kings, means she's honored.
Lucille, stand tall. You're strong.
Meanwhile, Doberman was on a quest, risking it all. He told Yorkshire his most prized possession was in an Eastern locker. Days before the theater hit, Iseo scoped out the spot. Kowal found the locker. One hit, lock's toast.
The lock was built different, just a scratch. Eso, unbothered. The slime maker's OP. He zaps the lock, melts it, tells his queen to slide in. She enters, freezes. Her mom's there, on ice.
Her dad's kinda sus if she picked Auntie over this major bag. The cake doesn't fall far from the bakery. A rose blooms on her chest. She reaches, but Eso stops her. It's not just poisonous. It's a dust heart orchid, super toxic. Planted on a diseased heart, it halts decay.
Blooms every 11 years, only 111 flowers ever. Musen used the last for a sus demon experiment. Pluck it pre-bloom, insta-dust. They're shook. Doberman actually found it. Wild. In 111 days, it can bring back the dead.
Nah, too slow. This genius alchemist wanted to speed-run the flower. He yeeted Yorkshire's mom back 1,200 years early. A wild reunion gift. Yorkshire Senior's got plans for her. She even calls Iso Master.
That's low-key sus.
Yorkshire's low-key fuming. Iso stutters. Boosting resurrection growth can cause memory loss. First waking, her instinct was to gouge his eyes, blinding him with her chest. Honestly, a vibe. He explained her amnesia, showing her the Houndmaster's corpse. She then pledged loyalty to Iso, her new master. Hellhound rules. Kill a master, become a master. She wants revenge on those who tormented her daughter.
Yorkshire realizes her mom has amnesia, but Iseo says it'll clear up. Yorkshire's like, no, this is better. Attachments are a weakness, even death. She just wants her mom to forget her and live her best life. Iseo chuckles.
Moms get a mom, you can't argue. Yorkshire is totally cringing, turning beet red. She's gatekeeping her master title for Iso. Iso just smiles. He got the tea and respects the vibe.
Yorkshire's bloodline is getting cancelled. Auntie wheezes, everyone's watching, kill her and we're toast, no escape. Iseo just laughs, having glitched the Grand Theatre's illusion system. Audience sees the normal movie, only his lordship gets the real tea. He's even got a special execution ground for him. Yorkshire Senior manifests a blade of grass from her palm. This is the dusk heart orchid. Its accelerated growth causes amnesia, but her body is the seed soil. She can grow it anywhere, anytime. That's her unique weapon. Once rooted, the flower sucks the life out, blooming beautifully as it turns the poor slob to wood. She's still going hard on Auntie, who keeps the flower blooming in her chest while Yorkshire cackles. She promises Auntie a funeral she deserves, her ashes flush down the toilet. Iso's getting sus vibes. His new recruit is totally unhinged. She even whips out a wood-eating worm to burrow into Auntie mid-woodification. Auntie starts apologizing, but it's game over.
Crow cackles, vibing with his hellhound method. She's instantly a Yorkshire Senior stan, but the hostage girl's sobbing. Trash or not, still her mom. The worm burrows into her hand. Yorkshire, wild, tells mom to stop.
Torture and guts? Meh. But a mom tortured before her kid? That's just ice cold. Revenge? Nah. Her glow-up is enough. Yorkshire Senior, feeling her daughter's vibe, pulls the plug for a quick, clean end. The trashy auntie still tries to finesse it, but gets Thanos'd. Poof, dust. Yorkshire Senior dips. Hostage girl's world shatters. Mel's a spineless simp. Yorkshire tells her husband, forgive and forget? Nah, not my vibe. She's stomp your balls, leave you to suffer energy. She stomps his head, squishing it like a watermelon. Tells her daughter, off your enemies, send them to hell. Daughter's blade aims for his stash and neck. Yorkshire blocks, impaled, R.I.P.
Yorkshire's mum is livid, but Yorkshire can't let her finish off her dad. Mr. covers his eyes, shook. This is a whole nightmare. Why are they beefing? Yorkshire Senior clocks the blood from her daughter's hand, cackling sadistically. She's hyped to test that Ash Angel arm, see if it slaps. Her slave collar fries her. Isa warns Yorkshire Senior. Cal's key to the team. She's doing too much.
Cal's going feral on Iso for zapping her mom. Yorkshire Senior's wilder than her daughter and Lucille combined. She calls Iso master, demanding he punish that doggy to prove his creds. Iso feels a rise, not Shield Hero vibes, and Yorkshire Jr.'s ready to want to live it. Mel eyes a dagger, ready to end it, but Yorkshire Jr. stops him. His fate, her call.
He's shaking, apologizing for being such a loser. He wants them to live their best life, wishing to die to pay up. A hanky dabs his bloody forehead. Yesu tells Uncle he got hit hard
For Yorkshire's sake, he's untouchable. Old man shook despite his sus past. Iso's giving him a redo, no cap. Iso smiles. His plea for death hit different. Iso hopes the fam can forgive him, living their best life.
Something's off. Yaxel doesn't do kindness or second chances. He apologizes, then immediately brags about his perfect performance for the ultimate tragedy. Auntie's death, his daughters, all for the play's climax. He quickly covers his mouth. Yorkshire's shook. He tells her he's lost too much blood. Just gibberish.
He quickly covered his mouth after blurting an excuse. Yuhi laughed, telling the old guy his thoughts were spilling the tea from truth serum on the hanky. His whole life, just a performance, everyone else an actor. Love, hate, grudges, zero chill. He just wants the perfect play.
Nah, he's not even human-coded. He told Yorkshire Jr. she could go wild. Her savage punishment? Ghost him from her mind, and memory wipe him too. If he wants to act, he can live and die in character. Iso smiled, but wouldn't touch Yorkshire's memories.
Iso tells Crow to take the girl back to base. Kodanori's told to revert. The Yorkshire kid? That's Kodanori. She immediately glows up into her full curvy form. Meanwhile, Lucille's in a weird beef with delinquents.
They're impaling her on a cross, snagging every plague particle. Next up, impale her heart with a sacred spear. Lucille was coping. Her massive chest shields would clutch it, but the spear was OP sharp, blood everywhere. Before she yeeted out, she saw Shellhead at the cross, looking away.
Shellhead unmasks, an absolute baddie, stoked they bodied such a strong opponent. Her counterpart also unmasks, ready to shield world nobles, no cap, but they celebrated too soon. Darkness creeps into her eyes. She starts to stagger.
Cheese tries to flex, introducing himself as the Persolity family's number 2. He's not just some clown. He's a style and fashion guru. A pic with 2 baddies on his arm proves his riz is off the charts. He then starts kneading dough, serious about 2 things, fine women and gourmet food. Some say they're the same vibe. He sees Tiger Lord chilling, wonders what's up. Tiger Lord smirks. Know what makes a dim sum master the master?
Cheese is like, is he just aura farming, chilling in this comp? That triggers Tiger Lord. It's pure muscle. He goes feral on the dough, telling Ratty Boy, strength makes this dough smooth AF. You'll never catch up. Our genetics are god tier. Cheese deadpans. Genetics? Nah, we got elite roids on deck. He pops a pill, rips off his shirt, bows to the dough. Sorry, not sorry for this.
He tells Tiger Lord, genetics, roids, got it. Instantly buff as hell. Tiger Furry shuck. He demolishes the dough, shatters the table, and rizzes up Tiger Baddie. He's like, my bad on the boards. Tiger Girl, get steel ones? She blushes. Steel boards? I don't have those.
He just smiles, hands her a fat stack of cash. Supermarket, buy one, treat yourself. His riz game is next level. Tiger Furry's blushing hard. Tiger Lord's about to end him for flirting. His fellow tigers stop him from committing raticide.
Cheese just cackles, dropping a new condition. If he wins, he's taking Tiger Girl out, period. Tiger Girl's eyes are giving she's down bad for Splinterwood. But Tiger Lord ain't letting his girl get played by that plague rat.
Winner chops rival's tail in wood. Cheese accepts. They chop, making dumb sums. Meanwhile, Butler's on the family ship, barely holding in her deadly gases. She's already wrecked 20 toilets, still stinking out the place like a trucker after burritos. When she faces a demon so terrifying, no one would blame her for soiling her pants.
She tries to dip, but the demon snatches her, bowing her to a figure. Swallow it. Don't mess up my floor. Moose Clan Elders. Butler shook. What'd she do? Elders fuming about Mirage planking. Why leave Golden Zone? Butler spills. Lord Yinjo got the 3-eye seal. Mirage planking brought Miss Runai to the Lighthouse Zone for the show.
Elders are not biding with the family head's decisions, deeming him incompetent. The butler's barely holding it together. She makes a sus face, ready to stink up the chamber to Mars. Elders clock this, ordering Shinobi to yeet the toxins.
Poison yeets from every orifice. A mysterious shinobi warns her, stay clean. It's Milo, the axis of twilight. Outside, the demoness and monk await their masters. But something's off.
Whole building shaking, ceiling just busted open. The demoness slams in, asking for the young lady, but only crickets. Yorkshire Senior's begging to stay and vibe, but Izo's like, back to base. Keeping her with her daughters getting too risky. She's insisting she's having a blast, even trying to flex all her assets to Izo.
She tells Cole and Count Nori, next theater. Lord Yen and Black Palace Ronai are finally linking up. Cole's already gone full blonde golden retriever. Izo's face went ghost white. Why'd she revert now? Yorkshire's like, I'll take Cole's spot. She's useless now.
Iso has no choice but to agree. He tells Cool to head back to base, but she wants to be useful. She's not trying to be the Sakura of this story. Iso smiles. Cookies at base. Wait for your master like a good girl. Kodanori's like, how did Iso even teleport us from the theater to this rundown building?
So a few days back, Iso and Cheese low-key snuck into the theater, posing as construction workers fixing broken seats. They started dismantling seats to set up a massive teleportation circle. Using specialized tech, they deployed 5 teleportation barriers locking onto specific biological targets. Even Cheese was shook by the alchemy formula. To counter the Black Palace, G4 agency detection, and layered energy effects, he needs a super complex formula.
Play starts. Teleportation circle activates, zapping Asio, the Black Palace fam, and Milo's crew to the abandoned building. Asio's already decked out the place with gear, making it look like the play's snowy scene. The play's their cover-up. G4 won't track squat. They'll be totally clueless when their target just poofs.
While they hunt for their precious master, he's dropping his debut as the city's top villain. Meanwhile, downstairs in the abandoned city, Ronai is chilling with a silver massage and Hayabusa's cola. Spotting Iso, she hypes up, wondering what's the holdup. Hayabusa's low-key annoyed. Why serve this arrogant, shoeless kid, waiting for master's orders?
Iso states, "Pay attention, no more serving Ronai." Hayabusa drinks quickly, tells the child, "No more assistant, sibling." The girl expresses displeasure, hands him her mother's picture. Iso sees it, passes it to Kotonori. "Begin your work." Her specialized features illuminate, creating a significantly less conservative depiction of Ronai's mom.
Ronnie's like, "Mom's bazakas weren't this big." Kotonori laughs. She wants them huge, but Iso's like, "Listen to the kid." Post-glow-up, she's giving mom vibes. Girl calls her mommy, reaching. Loki plotting a face kick. Roni kicks her, sending her spiraling. Iso clutches his head. Yu Yishao clocks it's an illusion. Footsteps behind him. He whips out his sword, warning they're dead meat, but when he sees... He freezes. His long-dead wife smiles, asking how he's been since he offed her. Yinsho sheathes his sword, grins at the sky, asking Iso, "You thought I'd be shook, regretful? Is this the execution ground Ronai prepped for her dad?" Iso and Ronai stare as he low-key flexes. They're pressed he didn't bite. Yinsho dips his blade, chilling, telling Ronai the woman was a plaything, ditched when bored. Black Beast fam? Just someone else's toy. Silver and Hayabusa are on watch, finding it mid. Hayabusa flexes she's no simp, just trouble for ops.
A sudden gust snatches their uniforms. They realize something's above, then something crashes nearby. Hayabusa clocks the crater, realizing something sus is flying overhead. Wind blades shred the concrete she's on. She dips, claws out, ready for a fun time.
Shorty's clueless, way out of her league. The entity grabs her, slams her through concrete, then flexes. Demon's about to finish Isio, but freezes, seeing Yunsho with a blade at his throat. Yunsho tells the monk he's got the upper hand. Demon tells Lord Yunsho elders wait at the pavilion. Yunsho's fuming the monk isn't kneeling. He earned his family head status. Demon instantly kneels, blasting from his palm. Silver's here. Her frost silver blade whips up a decoy on armor, tanking the hit. Even the demon's impressed, but Silver's not about the praise. Kinda sus for a baddie. She just wants to know why he's not frozen solid yet. Demon checks hand, gasps. Multicolor flames burst, thawing it. He tells Silver he's from the great Tengu clan of demigods. Immortal weapon? Couldn't scratch his nutsack. Yunsho smiles. Show's over, folks. Yunshu's got the hostage. Silver's locked down. He tells the ghost monk to lean in. Demon leans in. Yunshu, wild and out, blade in its eye. Demon's like, "Yo, what the F? Why am I frozen?" Plot twist, the sword's got dragon pearl toxin. Yunshu then has a whole gender bender moment. Peck's turning to marshmallows, becoming Yorkshire Senior, calling herself Master's puppy.
Our boy's got nerves of steel. I'd have folded instantly. This witch is vibing about popping eyeballs, demanding a reward. Hayabusa's shook. This woman's more dog-like than her, the engineered one. Iso just laughs. His collection needs a rare Tengu species. Bet the ghost monk finds his bougie detention cell super comfy. In this economy, free rent and food, no cap. Looks like our boy finally lost his V-card, and Runa's face is a mood. She hates him charging Kotonori's mana tank. She just rolled up with Iso. She's flexing that the master crafted her a bird monk and tiger soul sword, but it drained too much mana, reverting him to his usual form. 5 minutes before the Tengu attack, Iso wondered who actually ran the Black Palace family. Yuso spilled the tea. They're the world's royal family, worshipped as living deities, supposedly descendants of 3 great deities. But the real tea, the Mu elders hold the true divine blood and actual power.
Family heads are NPCs picked by them. Their whole vibe, eating, drinking, even who they link up with, all elder-controlled. Yuso was shocked that elders even choose who the family head can make babies with. Yusho then dropped a bet to make it wild.
Survive this, and the full story drops. Elders never approved Renai leaving the Golden Zone or using the Mirage Plankian. Punishments incoming. The Great Tengu will find them, no cap. Iso scoffs. No one's finding them with his OP teleportation software.
Yusho's not having it. His sword, forged from a rebellious Tengu's spine, can summon the whole clan with a breeze, like a dead ant attracting the squad. After the Great Tengu's defeat and Kotanori's mana refill, Aizo changed back. Hayabusa helped him dress, but Yorkshire was low-key pressed. Kotanori kept touching Master with that mouth.
Kotanori wanted to flex on Master, but Miss Cole stopped her owning Yorkshire. Izo's like, what's the tea? Bro's clueless, these cougars beefing over him like he's the last catnip. Rona shook, they're faking capture by her dad for the Mirage Plain Queen. Dad's gone, but it's a trap.
She's not buying her dad's story or this Moo Elder's mumbo-jumbo. Izo's like, chill, your dad's legit. Use truth serum to check. He asks if Kotanori has any. As she reaches into her robe, vials just eat out.
She's freaking out. Izo clocks a mana pot. Kotanori capped about using them all just for some mouth-to-mouth? She just cackles hard pivots to the truth serum. Izo's still gonna have words after this.
Tengo's iced. Yinso's ready to spill. Izo's in. Ronai protests, but Kotanori locks her down. They lock eyes as the sun dips. Izo whips out the truth serum. It makes anyone spill off a tea.
A brain leech from a fallen creature makes you spill the truth. Uesho smirks. Why the fuss? Isso wants to go old school, then flexes as the world's goat genius alchemist, straight out of manga. Uesho just laughs. Didn't expect the mastermind to be a kid just hitting puberty.
He's low-key wondering how he roped in the White Queen. She's usually unbothered, even by global elites. Aizo just laughs, gatekeeping his magic. Yuso's hyped to see that truth serum.
10 minutes later, they were on board. Ranai was salty they planned without her. Plans shifted. She had to bounce to base with Silver and Hayabusa. She protested hard, nearly throwing a fit. Our boy just hit her with a spray. Lights out. Kotanori's got Rone. Isio needs Yenshu to slap on a tracker. Cheese better be on board, risking it all. Lucille's getting clapped by 2 monks. Isio just bodied a world governor, then alchemized someone back.
Cheese is vibing, cook-off with Tiger Lord. Dumpling aroma. Tiger Lord tells the rat, stay in your lane. But the rat's ready to flex those claws. He unveils his dish. Golden light beams out. Tiger Lord's like, why are his buns glowing?
Cheese cackles, dropping a wild tale. A culinary goat's food glows, blessed by the cooking god. Low-key, my GF's cooking gets blessed by the chaos god, still glowing. Lord Tiger stammers, cap or no cap? Plot twist, Cheese just used a light grenade for a little party trick. Everyone's blinded, but Tiger Lord's not buying those buns are that blessed.
He just laughs. Don't be salty, Tiger Lord. When he wins, he'll bless his daughter's buns. Tiger Furry's like, eat up, y'all. Tiger Lord's buns are bussin'. Everyone agrees. Next up, Cheese's buns.
Everyone's grossed out. Rat-made buns? Seriously? Tiger Girl calls them sus, demands they eat before getting kicked out. One bite and they're all tripping, chilling on a giant goddess's marshmallows. Tiger Lord shook. No cap, everyone's losing it over these buns.
Cheese knew the Tiger Clan was the dim sum goat, their 5,000-year-old recipe birthing dim sum paradise for everyone's best dim sum life. So Cheese needed a special sauce to glow up his game. The sauce, from a legendary mushroom under a backroom's lord-level creature, on a meat patty hits different, causing major hallucinogenic vibes. That's why everyone for 10 miles is totally tripping.
Esso's yelling at Cheese, where are you? No contact? Cheese tried to be low-key, but Esso's like, nah, get Lucille, truck, find me. We gotta yeet that Mirage Plankton. Tiger Batty's already crowning Cheese the bun-competent winner. Shorty's just hyped for a salad toss. Master Splinter stuck cleaning Esso's mess.
He's teleporting via the fam Seagull, still aiming to secure his date. Cheese pulls up, realizes Lucille's ghosted. He warns Iso Lucille's in danger, but Iso's like, nah, she's built different, no one's taking her out. Still after her choker, he nearly gets bodied by a G-Wagon. Cheese yeets a grenade, draining the G-Wagon's aura, turning it into a tiny pink toy car.
He tells Isio Lucille's acting sus, but Isio's unbothered. Lucille's built different. Keys clowns Isio about Lucille's cooties, wondering if shooting the Mirage Plankton makes them history's ultimate villains. But they'll also have a huge target. Keys is ride or die. Isio laughs, hyped to unalive the Moo Elders and get this party started.
Yinsho leads Tengu and Iseo through the ship. Yuicho tells Iseo to worry about his own future, but Iseo's more pressed about the ship's ugly vibe. Plot twist, Kotanori's disguised as Tengu, holding Iseo. Meanwhile, a rando fills the tomb.
Under the ship, it's giving a literal sea of death, over 10,000 souls gone. Yuicho shook by the Hellhound's insane scent. Doors creak open, a sus green mist rolls in. Low-key, the butler's vibe. Then, countless women, all Runa's mom's face.
Yinsho explains this punishment is for defying elders. A domestic violence stan, he slashes his dead wife's clones, low-key wondering if it's an elder test. Each slash takes down another phony. One even tries to fake sentimentality. Surprisingly, it works on Ronai.
Yinsho's conflicted, tearfully pleading her dad not to slice her. Izo wonders if the acting is bussing, tells Kotonori to learn from these demons. Ranai's convinced. Yinsha, though, tells the kid her mom's dead. These aren't her mom. Bet one grabs her eye, ready to snap her neck.
A necromancer, ancient AF, pops out. He's like, time to wreck. Yunshao remembers their old promise, his wife's life for his daughter's place in the fam. But the elder's not honoring it. Straight up cap.
Yuicho can't believe this bony dude's double-crossing them. Turns out this ain't the Necromancer's main event. Ages ago, they promised another kingdom mad wealth and food for War Alliance. 50 nations bought it, draining resources for the Empire, only to get backstabbed by his fam. Their whole vibe is cap and fraud.
Not a flex, Izo grins. Can I use that move? Don't cry unfair then. Elder's like, where'd this punk crawl from? Which gutter? Izo smirks. Watch your mouth, old man.
Crimson slashes yeet the zombies. A dagger pokes from the old man's mouth. He's shook. Ronai finally leveled up, icing a patriarch. Feminism, am I right? She swings the blade, shattering his jaw, then licks it like a total freak. His blood, worse than Logan Paul's prime, she says.
Old man's jaw dislocated. He's like, who TF is this? Ronai went full beast mode instantly. Yorkshire's grinning, ready to throw hands. Then red ribbons just poof, everywhere. Yuishin knew the assignment, swung his sword, blinding the old man.
Seriously, this old dude somehow got even uglier. Before the Mirage plunking, Yusho warned no eye contact with the Elder. That's his ability. Stare, and a chunk of your memories just dips.
Izzo smirks. Eyes gone. Safe. But Yorkshire's pressed her kill got yoinked. Jawless necromancer still yapping. The fam grabbed the sword, ready to unalive the boomer. 50 years overdue.
Blade about to splinter his skull, a Timu renegade erupts. Green eye yeets Yensho. Gigantic female demon manifests. Yensho clocks his swords at Tengu. Tengu's so fast it nicks Yensho's arm unnoticed. Yorkshire, though, spots it, grabs Yensho and bails.
Izzo just smiles. Called it. This fight's gonna be a breeze. Kotonori's like, yo, other side. Demon masks swarm from toxic green gas. More weird demons pop up, some even forming his missing jaw. Necromancer cackles. Wanna off me? You'll need all your options. These masks slayed people. Now they're victims trapped in pure resentment.
The necromancer cackles, skulls popping up, but Izzo smiles. Not the flex he expected. Dude's on live TV, his face card so nerfed, goblins look like Henry Cavill next to him. He's supposed to drop the latest tea. When the old man orders Ghost Monk to off the brat, Izzo makes it look like his IQ dipped with his hairline, because the one behind him isn't a rando, but his beloved wife and the family's maid.
Old man's like, why you messing with the Black Palace, fam? Izzo masks up, grins. It's showtime. Time for the big reveal. Old man's mad Izzo's vibing, but Izzo's locked in. Mic check. Yo, listen up. Izzo's face jump scares kids mid-anime. Kids beef with him, reporters try to cancel him, but his signal's unblockable. Izzo, the necromancer, gives zero rips about people, just wanting to be world emperor. Times are tough, things are shifting, livestock are trapped.
Old man peeks, no one there. Everyone shook, wondering what kind of guy a CO is, totally unfazed here. Elder's done, gotta off this kid to be the only one aura farming. He tells the kid, sharp tongue, slow brain. He opens the eye. Sends a beacon.
Elder's got incoming, just grinning, ready to drop a hellscape. A massive vortex swirls, practically freezing. He's gonna turn their faces into masks on his resentment wall. Kotonori's itching to go full Demon King, but Izzo's like, nah, if you can't beat him, join him.
So he's taken over as boss? Nah, he's about to get a one-way ticket to Pain Town. This old dude's frontin' hard, thinking he's untouchable because he's offed people and it's basically God. Isao just side-eyes him like, you're expired. Plus, he's got the 100 Ghost Night parade.
He's dropping the Curse Swarm. Giant arrow chains form. His insignia clashes with Necromancers. Necromancers totally rage-baited. Old man should have known the Parasalades. Kai Rang's rivals from Chi. Izzo flexes. His family's undead magic history is deep. He gets necromancy best. That's why he has a negative life seizure token.
It can hijack the undead if the necromancer slips. That's how Izzo bodied all the ops with nanotech. Izzo cackles, then yoinks the old man's third eye. He's got another treat, sicking the demons on their old master. They shred him, but Yinshu knows he's not going down like that.
Izzo's got a wild idea. His soul joining all the souls he bodied. That old geezer's getting clapped by the village.